And hello, friends, and welcome to a happy Thursday night. I am, as always, DM Daddy RPG, aka Matt. Remember, Daddy loves you. And we are joined tonight by so many new friends embarking on a new adventure of a new game. That game is known as Scion. Yes. For those of you familiar with Scion, you're going to see a lot of different shit. Because, while I love the setting of Scion, the mechanics of making characters, not so good. Because literally everybody pulls from the same things. So if you're a mental character, you all have the same powers. I hate that. I've always hated that. So we're doing it a little bit different. I'm using the Mutants and Masterminds system that Zorthrip has fully converted me into. You can run any game in this system. And I spent weeks, like fine-tuning everybody, making everybody's powers unique and awesome, and that is what we're rolling with now. So yeah, otherwise setting all that stuff still the same. Everybody's children of a god of some pantheon, and they do stuff, and eventually, if they do enough awesomeness, they too themselves could potentially become a god. Right now, they're all rocking around the power. They're right on the cusp between hero and Demi-God, for those of you familiar with the system. Tonight, we're joined by some of these faces will look pretty familiar to you. Some of these faces are new to you, and either it's because costuming, like Sam's not in a t-shirt or a hoodie. That's weird. So we'll start there. We have Yuki, portrayed by the Bat Sam. Sam, tell us a little bit about Yuki.
Yuki is the daughter of Izanami, and she basically got dumped on her dad's front porch after her mother seduced him, and 8 months later had her. And so basically she hates her mother and avoids any kind of aspect of that side of her life because of the hatred towards her mother. And for the most part, she tries to remain calm and happy and be the complete opposite of what her mother is. She does have some slight anger issues, but
that's her mom.
We're working on that.
And this will be Yuki's first time ever encountering Scion culture. Ever.
Yes, I've stayed far, far away from it.
Her nephew, an NPC by the name of Jinsu, I say nephew because Izanami is his dad's mom, which makes Yuki his aunt, is dragging her out of the woodworks to come see what their life is like. And this is the first summit since he's convinced Yuki, so Yuki is getting dragged along to outside of Japan for the first time in her life.
He convinced me for the free trip to New York. He's like, just come, it'll be fine.
It'll be a blast. Don't worry about it. Nothing bad's gonna happen. You get to listen to a bunch of Greek guys just be annoying and talk about how they're the best. Then you'll listen to other people argue about how they're the best, and we just get to laugh. Because we're the best. Then we have Aquila, portrayed by Artie Doo. You may remember her from Midnight World and Monster of the Week, and she is venturing out of the horror game tropes to try out some action-adventure Scion.
Yeah.
Artie, tell us about Aquila.
Okay. So Aquila is the daughter of Thoth, the Egyptian god of scribes, wisdom, the moon. There's a bunch of answers on Google. So she doesn't have that much of a relationship with her mother, which isn't such a bad thing in her eyes, because ever since she was little, she's been an absolute daddy's girl. She wants to be just like Thoth. She's super knowledgeable, or at least she wants to be very knowledgeable. She's orderly, and she does actually have some experience with god work, but mostly she spends her time in the library where she lives because she loves to help people when they ask her questions and such. But, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. That is good enough. So Aquila is one of our more known Scions in the campaign. In the Google form for the characters, I asked, how much work do you do? How thing? And Aquila was, I do everything that my Pantheon asks of me. The only other person who responded that way would be one ever-present, ever-lovely Jolie, portrayed by Dolly Cakes. Dolly Cakes, tell us about Jolie.
I'm just gonna read this little synopsis.
That's fine. Do it. If you wanted to make a script for yourself, you did it.
No. I mean, kind of. So Jolie's name is actually Jolene Duponte, but she goes by Jolie or Joe. You know, just depending upon who it is, or, I mean, if you're human, basically. She's from New Orleans. She is the daughter of the Loa goddess, or Zuli, who's the goddess of love, lust, and heartbreak. She's actually three-faced, so she's all three and has 3 husbands. She moved to New York about a year ago from New Orleans to pursue an invitation with a reputable modeling company. So she's kind of shooting her way up through there. But whenever she's not on shoot, since she is kind of new to it, she's working bar back at a nice little bar in Manhattan. But she is very, very, very loyal to her Pantheon. And I mean, goddess of love. She loves everything and everybody. So.
And we have our favorite chaos monster of fun times and shenanigans, and always making the games way more entertaining. Unless Deadly's still dying.
No, I'm not dying anymore. Just trying to get the breath here. That's it.
We have Fid, played by Deadly Ambitions.
Yes, I'm playing Fid. He's basically an emotionless void. From a young age, due to traumatic events, he started blocking out his emotions. His mortal father blames him for the accident, while he hates his mother for praising his brother for saving him. And so Fid has decided that emotions are kind of pointless. They cause issues. Wars, deaths are all based on emotions. And it's best to just put them away, control them, don't let them out. He does have one person that he kind of cares about, but he won't admit it, and meets her for coffee. And outside of that, he prefers blog about emotions, as well as he has written a couple psychology books. Again, mainly on controlling emotions, the benefits of that, and how it improves your life.
And who's your mom?
No.
In case Deadly's Discord was cutting out for you, that was Athena. Next we have...
Yeah, I definitely did not hear him say that.
It's all good. That's what I'm here for. I'm the help. Then we have Laurel, portrayed by Degeneration X. Go ahead and tell us about Laurel.
Okay. Laurel is the daughter of the Egyptian goddess Sekhmet, goddess of war and healing and fire and other fighting adjacent things.
And the sun. Don't forget the sun.
There's a lot of sun, a lot of Bernie stuff. She is also the daughter of a very kind, caring Doctors Without Borders surgeon who sets an impossible standard and she just doesn't care to keep up. She spent like 6 years in the British Army and is currently just kind of wandering around the United States, taking the occasional bodyguard job for the Pantheon and chasing down average mortal bad guys for cash.
Soldier turned bounty hunter. We dig it. And then a brand new face to pretty much everybody here and the stream, not to me. One of my best friends that I made when I lived in Texas, one Mr. Luxor, who is playing Killian, not Cillian, Killian. I am going to definitely not mess that up at all tonight.
We're 1 for 1 right now. We're good.
Don't keep track. You're going to be very sad at me.
I'm gonna keep track now.
Tell us about Killian.
So Killian is the child of the Morrigan, goddess of death and battle and destiny from the Tuatha De Danann. Doesn't really do much of anything unless it involves following around natural disasters for his blog. He just kind of shows up somewhere, helps some people, gets their accounts, leaves like a leaf on the wind. Dabbles in pantheonic issues, gives a lot of insight to different other Scions that come to him when they're in need of someone with his specific talents of being a seer.
Perfect. And that's good enough. Chat, one last thing before we get going. There's new emotes. There may or may not be 2 of them tied specifically to this Scion game. As I am getting all the emotes out for all the new games over the course of the next couple games. Or, well, days, one should say. But yes. Yes. OM me. Hashtag God stuff.
How
Beautiful.
weird is that 2 Scions in this party both have a blog?
You guys
You
are
nerd.
definitely staying current with how mortals interact and stuff, I guess. Well, I guess these days it'd be more TikTok than blogging, but podcasts. Is your podcast on Spotify? We do not have a podcast on Spotify.
It's on LimeWire.
Ugh.
Deep cut.
You're literally aging all of us right now. I need you to shut up.
Need you to stop that, please. All right. So there is a summit that has been called by one, oh God, what was his name? Joseph. I can't remember Joseph's last name. Oh, well, whatever. Son of Ares. He is a senator for the United States of America. He's not known really for being big on violence himself, but he has all of the beats. He's former war hero, this, etc. But he got old. He never really reached Demi-God or higher to stop aging, but he implied his tools and his will to help in other ways, hence becoming a government official. And now, with the way America is, he maybe sells weapons to other people, other countries, and then there's a war later on, and because, war god. Gotta keep it going, gotta keep getting them beliefs up and filling essence to his father. The nature of his summit he wasn't really clear on. He said that there is a great cataclysmic level threat that is currently being played out, and something needs to be done about it, so he is calling for a Scion summit. This summit is being held in New York City, so most of you are all traveling there. One of you already lives there. And that is where we're picking up. Swap music to fun time thing. Nice, wonderful, banquety music. There are various bards along the side. You know them as fellow Scions of the arts who are all just playing music, jamming. There's flute, there's guitar, there's hand drums. Everybody's kind of mingling. A few people, most people, are all segregated out into their respective pantheons here in this grand banquet hall of this hotel. But there's a few that like to mix it up, and a couple that have worked with other Scions on various tasks. And that is where we're picking up as you guys enter into this giant party.
I mean, Laurel will arrive with Aquila, like literally 2 steps behind her.
Yep.
You guys should be
Has
able to move
great
your own.
mercy.
You guys should be able to move your own tokens if you don't want to
Great.
be in a straight line on the blue map.
Right for us. Here, we'll go over there.
Where'd you go? There you are.
Fid as far to the side as he possibly can go.
What's the drink here at this party?
There is a child of Dionysus, a guy by the name of Chet, working behind the bar. And if you approach, it's like, what can I get for you, friend? What's your pleasure?
Can I have 5 kitty cocktails, please?
5 what?
Kitty cocktails?
Kitty cocktails?
Yes. 5 of them.
He'll like look around, like checking to make sure none of like the cat gods maybe heard you. Yeah, I
Not
got
that
you.
kind of-
Yeah, I got you, friend. Like, you want whiskers?
Oh,
He is fully serious.
I know. No, not that kind of kitty cocktail.
Oh, you meant like virgin, like booze free.
Yes.
It's a
booze
party.
free.
What do you mean you don't want the booze?
I don't want to party right now.
Why not? You guys are hosting this entire soiree. Look, you guys, us Dodecas, we gotta stick together, my man. Am I right?
Nope, we don't.
My heart just broke. He makes you your virgin drinks and slides them across the little bar stand to you. He's like, there you go, man. Dodecas are up at front. If you want to go mingle.
Thanks for the warning. He's going to
Also
find the
known
seat
to-
against the wall
Sorry.
and just find the seat, sit down with his drinks, and just slowly drink them.
All right. I'm gonna say you end up here. That way you're at least on the map on the screen.
Okay.
Aquila, do you want a drink?
Is there time for drinks?
We're just sitting around.
There's a bunch of people dancing and talking and hanging out. You could assume there's maybe time for drinks.
I suppose a couple could not hurt.
Alright, do you have like a preference, or am I just guessing?
Well, I am not of age, so
Who gives a shit? Right, we're here. I'll walk over.
A
and just
little
order couple of beers.
little satyr scuttles past your table. It's like, nobody gives a shit. Drink, it's fun. Just continues scuttling and zooming between tables.
that is not very responsible.
Are you driving? No.
No, I'm driving. I'm a go. Scuttles under a table. Some random, very beautiful goddess like shrieks as like he tries to like look under her skirts.
I'm walking up to the bar line.
There's not a line. Chet actually keeps it moving pretty good. He's like, oh, hey there. You ain't seen you before. What's up? Chet.
Yeah, there's a reason you don't see me, but I need a drink to get through tonight if you don't mind. Do you have any sake?
He turns to a wooden chest. Doesn't look like a cooler or anything like that. And like kicks it open, starts digging. It's like, filtered or unfiltered?
Filtered, please.
I have Matsume Mirror of Truth. And he hands it over. It is cold and perfectly chilled, even though it was not in any kind of cooling container at all. And like, nothing, and sake cup.
Interesting. Thank you.
I hope you enjoy it. If you need more, let me know.
I'm gonna bow and walk away.
He kind of bows back, not sure if it'd be disrespectful if he does or doesn't. So it's kind of just like an awkward, like, Chet.
Is Chet normally the one who bartends the summit?
It rotates. It's usually some manner of god of vice or their scions. But Chet has been known to bartend summits before.
Okay, I'll bite.
Hopefully
I'll do
not
it.
too hard.
Just hard enough.
What's up, Joe?
Chet.
How we doing? Thank you for the follow, Thistledown. I like that name.
Oh, you know, we're doing.
How
You
was
seem
the big day?
Oh, just lovely.
Chet's a little sad he didn't get an invite.
Well, we can't invite just everybody.
We both know Chet's not just anybody.
No, not just anybody. Never.
Not me. What you need? What you want?
You know what I normally like.
Goes to Macon.
I'll take the drink. I'll kind of lean over the bar a little further than necessary in order to take it,
Right.
and wink at him as I take it.
Oh, don't you start with me. Don't you start with me. That's my cousin.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
We're cousins. Stop it.
I'm not doing anything.
Um,
Come on, Chet. You know me.
that is exactly Chet's point.
Speaking of your cousin, where's our host of the evening?
He's up there by the main table waiting for make sure everybody's in and settled and feeling in a good mood before, absolutely crushing it.
Crushing it?
Crushing it.
Crushing what?
Everybody's good mood.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
I mean, you probably know better than most.
Thanks, Chet.
You're welcome, Joe. Always nice to see you, cuz.
Likewise.
Next!
I'll head towards wherever the dude man is.
Yep.
Killian will approach the bar. Whiskey, neat.
1 second, I'm
For
adding
anybody wondering, I have a Long Island iced tea.
Cuz New York. Boom, see, save. There, you guys should see a nameplate on the new icon that I've added.
Huh?
None of y'all are ordering trash cans. Whiskey neat. Are we talking like whiskey, bourbon whiskey? What needs you?
Irish.
Sure. Reaches under.
He's gonna. While Chet's making the drink, he's just gonna reach up and tap the bird.
Ah!
Go find the others.
Ah! You understand
Yes.
it as which others?
Our others.
Ah! Goes flying off around this ballroom. He comes back up. Ugh. Here you go. Neat. Just pours it straight into a glass.
Thank you. He'll take it, look at it for a second, and then just down the whole swallow.
He just hands you the bottle.
Appreciate it. You'll take it and go find a table.
Nice. Which leaves us with our Egyptian ladies.
Yep. I'm gonna leave Akila at the table and just go up to the bar.
I'm going to start taking notes on the things around me.
Yep. Chet immediately is like, I didn't do it.
This time.
Not me. Not poor innocent Chet. I would
How
never.
innocent.
I am so
Super
innocent. So innocent. Like if there was like scales involved right now, like the innocent side would be like, what's up?
What's up?
What can I get for you? What can I get for you, scary lioness?
Just 4 beers, and I don't intend to get any more specific than that. So
Cool. Variety. I dig it. It's like we're a grocery store over here and you make your own sixer. It's totes cool over here in Jetland. Hands you some beer.
I'll just take them and walk away.
They are 4 different beers.
Okay. When I get back to the table, I'll pass Akila 1.
She'll look up and back at her notes.
Yuki-chan, do you want to mingle or do we want to just sit off to the side? This is your first time meeting these new people.
Right now, me and my cousin are just kind of walking around and he's pointing people out to me.
Okay, cool. Then we will one. It's like, walks by Akila and Laurel's table. It's like, and that is a daughter of Thoth. Japanese is like nerd, total nerd. Like, and then this is a child of Sekhmet. She's a warrior. It's like doesn't break stride, just keeps on walking, keeps it moving with it. It's like, Joe-chan.
Evening.
Ohayou gozaimashita.
All that and more.
Yuki, this is Jolie Dupont.
DuPont.
What she said.
Hello, Jolie. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, we're just lovely as a peach. How are you?
I'm finding my way.
I'll put my hand out as if to shake your hand.
Jinsu seems so excited about this.
I'll shake it awkwardly because we don't shake hands often.
That's fine. It'll be like the daintiest handshake you've ever had in your entire life. So I don't suppose you're from around here?
No. I usually don't come to these kinds of things.
This Yuki-chan's first time.
Well, we're just so happy to go and crush your cherry over here.
What?
Oh. You know, your cherry.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean.
In Japanese, your virginity in these affairs.
I'm gonna turn bright red. I guess you could put it that way.
Well, if you're gonna come to one.
Ah! That's in character, that's Jinsu.
Jinsu.
What? Nani?
I'd like to think that here in New York we got pretty decent summits. I don't think it's the best time and reason for one, but here we are.
Well, I'm glad I could be a part of it today.
Likewise.
It was lovely to meet you.
Oh, absolutely, darling. And if you need anything, you feel free to let me know.
I sure will, and I'm going to bow.
I'll bow back.
In Japanese, he says, it's like, Joe-chan, so you understand that he's talking about you, is like, is a giver.
I don't know what he said, but I'll just wink back.
In Japanese, what do you mean a giver?
She is a goddess of love. And like,
Oh,
and like
that
escorts
kind
you
of giving.
away as they continue talking in Japanese.
Bye now.
You made a new friend. Look at you. You're killing it. You're crushing it. I told you you could do it.
If you say so, Jinsu.
I do say so. That's why I just said it. Then, who would we encounter? Oh. Stops next to Cillian's table. He's just like,
Killian.
haha, there we go. 1-1. Told you it was
That
gonna
didn't
happen.
take long.
Told you it was gonna happen. It's like, this is Kyrian-san. Kyrian is very good with disaster and reporting. He reported on big tsunami that hit Japan a couple years ago.
I also covered the hurricane that hit Florida a few months back.
Yeah, but I'm not in Florida, so I wouldn't pay attention to. Kyrian, this is my aunt, Yuki.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hello. Lovely to meet you as well. I'm Yuki.
I gathered as much. Are you feeling well?
I am. How are you?
I'm alright. Not really good with awkward social situations.
It's okay. This her first time, so I am just introducing her to people that I know or have heard of, and this first time ever being around outside of immediate.
Also, I do report on more than, natural disasters. And I tell other stuff,
Do you have food blog?
No?
Excuse Jinsu. He really likes food.
Food good. In my tum-tum.
What else do you report on?
I mean, I was talking less about the reporting side, because that's what my blog is, but when I was saying I tell more, I mean I tell more. Like, I'm a seer.
Yuki, you make me a perception check real quick. Unaware. Perfect.
Up to a great start with these rolls.
Killian, you proceed to continue telling her about like what all you report on and stuff.
Yeah, as far as the blog goes, it's natural disasters, the relief efforts. I also cover some medicine, like people get injured in those situations. But as far as here, and he gestures at the room of other Scions, I provide as close as I can insight for anyone who might need it. No, I will not give you the lottery numbers.
I don't play the lottery, but that sounds wonderful. You sound like you do a lot of good in this world.
I try.
That's fantastic. We need more people like you.
Thank you.
Yuki, you go to like look around. Your nephew's abandoned you. He snuck off.
Jinsu? Jinsu? Did you see where Jinsu went?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
All of
That's
chat is
okay.
freaking out over the fact that Sam's playing somebody happy and smiley and nice.
Immediate Stepford Wives vibes.
I was. Well, where'd my bird go?
You have a bird? What kind?
Crow.
Bird lands
Fascinating.
on the table. Caw!
There he is.
Yeah. Did you find them?
Caw! That call was,
What are you looking
we're
for?
the only ones here.
Joy. We've both been abandoned, it seems.
Did you also come with someone?
No, I came expecting.
You
some of
immediately
my
get pecked
family.
in your hand when you say you don't come with someone.
Sorry, I'm always with someone, but as far as any of my family, I was expecting more of them here, and apparently we are the only ones.
Flies off.
I'm sorry.
Fid, a crow lands next to you. Just plops down in a chair.
I'm gonna pull a cherry off one of the swords and make it a cocktails.
Yep. Every
Oh, for
every
the
time
chair.
you turn to look at it, it like turns and looks back at you and like lockstep.
Here's this cherry little one.
Caw! Cherries. Right, and I noticed Jolie sauntered over somewhere.
Words. I'm guessing. I think you said his name, but Joseph is the one
Yep.
that Clement. Okay.
Yep. Is his name not visible to you guys?
It is.
is.
I just didn't remember his
Okay.
name.
Let's go.
Dolly's terrible with names.
Understandable.
Faces, but you have one for all NPCs. So
I mean, there are pictures that were uploaded forever. Go to the Discord. Joseph was the hot gray fox guy.
oh, that one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
BT dubs. If you're not part of the Discord, there's thirst traps on there of NPCs half the time.
Got him.
They're fantastic.
Got him.
Every single one of them.
Are you joining us at the head of the room?
Ooh. Is that an offer or is that just a question?
You married into us. You're one of us.
Then yes.
He'll gesture for her to come around the table.
I don't know if this is gonna get covered later. But do you have any information?
Me, no. If we manage to put together a group that's going to investigate, I'm taking you to somebody that can give you information.
Are they here?
No. We're going to have to go to them.
Are they a Scion?
No.
Then how do they have information?
Well, what's more omnipotent than us?
So it's God.
Gods, yes.
Okay, well, with all that said,
He's never looking at Jolie, he's just constantly scanning the room. Like surveying who all's here, like he's making like teams up in his head.
with all that said, I think we got a bigger problem on our hands than just a few Scion.
I'm aware. Remember?
I
He,
didn't-
remember he called me when his dad went missing?
I know. I just, I might have married in, but it's not like anybody comes to me asking for
It's true.
any information.
I'm sorry it took me so long to get this to you. If you opt not to go with the group, it's like, I'll tell you what I do know after the summit. Okay?
Does he look at me now?
Nope. Sure doesn't.
If I go to reach for his arm, does he move away?
He doesn't, but he is in full suit and there are gloves.
That's fine. I'll grab his arm and give it like a light squeeze
Okay.
before moving it down.
But no, he does not feel like, don't touch me, you Jezebel! I know what you do! Right.
I mean, does he?
I mean, let's be honest.
Probably.
We know what your backstory is and what work gets done, and he's a U.S. Senator. He might have an idea.
Alright, well, you
He
know.
might.
I'll sit at the table.
Fid, give me a perception check. Nice. You're sitting there in quiet with your new crow friend. And you'll notice at the head of the table, at the front of the room, there is a beautiful young woman you've never seen before, as well as the guy who's called the summit, and one other incredibly beautiful man that you would know as Adonis, who is a child of Aphrodite.
Okay.
And Joseph, the guy who's called it, gives a gesture for the two people of the Dodeca who are here, who are not at this front table. One of them being you, Fid.
I'm gonna quickly down my 3 other kitty cocktails, and then I'm gonna go to the bar. Can I have a blue Hawaiian potent, please? Can I need it?
Not virgin?
Extra.
All right, you go on ahead.
Non-virgin.
You go on ahead. I'll bring it because he's gestures. He's waving me over too because we're the only 2 Dodecas not up there. Knows
Can I
I'm
get a drink
working.
up there?
Knows I'm working, but shaker. But no. Strong family front. Because that's what people think when they think about us. Strong family.
Couldn't agree more with that one. Thank you.
All right. Then, when Fid and Chet, the bird follows Fid.
I'd be giving the bird, by the way, any other cherries that I had from my kitty cocktails.
From your virgin drinks.
Yep.
Caw! Killian, you know that caw as, look, new friends. Maybe I won't be alone either.
I said I was sorry.
And I put so much thought into the personality of this fucking bird. Just because I can. Because it's going to be with you guys
And-
through every game.
And their personality is salty.
Shade. Maximum shade. Alright. And the jaunty music all kind of like comes to a very abrupt stop. As Joseph gives a small wave. Those of you who are familiar, you will see a very few number of the Dodekatheon up at the front. As well as one person who you guys know specifically is from the Loa, who's sitting with the Dodekatheon, which would be Jolie. Like, friends, fellow Scions, I can't overstate enough that there's currently what I believe to be some manner of world-ending event taking place here in this realm. Normally, Titan threats are handled in the overworlds and the underworlds, but something not right's happening here. About 2 months ago, various members of my pantheon of the Dodekatheon disappeared. Zeus was the first to go, followed shortly by Hera and Athena, and whatever's been doing this has slowly been going down the list. There's currently only 2 of our gods still able to be communicated with, still present. More alarming than that, as I'm sure you can quickly take in here, about 3 weeks ago, the scions of those gods started disappearing. With the exception of maybe a handful that aren't here at this summit, all the Dodekas are gone. Taken. There is some information on this, but due to the fact that we don't know who or what is doing this, I've been asked to assemble a team to look into what's been happening. I, of course, cannot go on this as I am needed in Washington, D.C. for normal mortal things. But I need 6 volunteers to look into the disappearance of the Dodekatheon. And he leans back. And after this, oh, okay, go ahead.
I'll stand up. I don't know how much help I can be, but I will.
You will be. Your kindness and your warmth and your ability to talk to anybody would be a mighty boon, Jolie. Thank you. Jin Su hops up on a table from out of nowhere in the far back. It's like, Yuki volunteer! Yuki want to go?
Jinsu, no, I do not volunteer.
Joseph looks between the two of you and is like, she needs experience world. She needs understand Scion way of life. It's like, no. she needs see world entirely.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not. I've been just fine.
You've been living.
I'll go.
Joseph, as this family dispute happens in the back of the room, just like Killian, your gifts of sight and foresight would be most helpful. Thank you. Full-on arguing in Japanese. Full-on arguments in Japanese happening in the back.
Yeah, it turns to look at you. So you gonna let me go alone?
What?
Thought we were friends now.
Yes, Yuki. I thought we were friends now.
Friends help each other. Friends help each other, Yuki-chan.
Jinsu, shut up.
He shuts up. He does shut up.
I'm trying to contain my anger.
Okay,
No, I would never ask something out of somebody if they didn't wanna, but it'd be much appreciated.
No, she wants to. Trust me.
So I said, shut up.
She's just afraid.
I am not afraid, Jinsu.
Then why won't you go?
I never wanted to be a part of this.
And yet it's part of you. You need to learn.
If you'll excuse me for just a moment, I'm going to go get Jinsu and I'm going to drag him out the door.
I'll stand as they leave.
May I ask why it took so long to put together an effort?
We were looking into
Was
it
it
when it was just the gods, and all of the other scions who were looking into it of the Dodeca have also disappeared, so now it became relevant to inform everyone.
Hmm. So the Dodeca Pride again bites us in the ass as you're too afraid to ask others for help until it's too late.
No, I don't think it's
We-
pride
We
that
both know
really.
that I'm not in charge of the Dodekatheon and the decisions that we make. You can take that up, the party can take that up with the people that they're going to be meeting, should they accept. Thank you, Fid.
Always at your pleasure.
It's always a great pleasure.
I know that's not truth.
That being
Mine's
said,
not appreciated.
okay, well then how's this for truth? There should be at least one of us going on this group, shouldn't there?
I look for the bartender.
Chet's like, what is Chet gonna do? Drink him to death? I don't think that'll work. We need a smart guy. Come on, Fid, you got this.
A little bit of reason in the party wouldn't be terrible, I guess.
Sure wouldn't. And I mean, who better than a son of Athena to help this group out?
Please do not mention that.
I will not
Just
mention
because she's
it.
blood.
I will not mention it again if you're going to join the group. He's telling the truth.
Put my name on there then.
He'll turn to look at Aquila, who said she has stood up.
Yep.
No, Aquila, sit down.
This is a matter that I feel I may be helpful in.
I feel you should sit down.
I'm gonna turn back to where Joseph is and I'll be like, Mr. Senator, sir, I promise you that I will do whatever is in my power to ensure that this mystery is solved and that the missing members may be returned to you.
We knew we could count on our oldest allies in the Puget. Thank you, Aquila.
Great fucking speech. And Laurel, stand up.
Laurel stands up. Joseph actually cracks a little bit of a smile.
I don't want that. None of that. Mm-mm.
It's always great to see another child of a war god step up.
Because war is always what we need.
You might need it. Lest you also maybe get disappeared, Fid.
Killian looks offended.
Be the worst.
I'll roll insight. I'll roll insight on why Killian might be offended. Why not?
You know, I will too. I will too.
Hell yeah. Let's get it, social people.
Insight?
Insight, yes.
Where the heck is insight?
So on the front page,
Uh-huh.
the right side where all the skills are listed.
Here we go.
It's about halfway down.
Jesus. Social character's gonna social.
Nice.
Non-social character gonna try. Pat! No idea. Honestly, doesn't really care. But
No.
Jolie, Killian, why are you mad?
Because the Morgan is a god of battle.
It's true, but Killian is not a scion of battle.
Doesn't matter. It's a child of a god of war. Technically, she'd apply to that, and he's offended for her.
No, it's fine.
Did your bird return to you, by the way?
It did.
Oh, in that case, I will turn because I'm curious for this bird. I like this bird. It's a friend. If I would notice he looks offended, I would also like to roll insight.
Okay.
the bird was stolen. I thought I was still eating the bird in my head.
Yep. 20 is more than good enough. As Killian is actively showing his disdain instead of trying to subtly hide it.
I'm going to throw a cherry to the bird.
We can't just pinpoint
Catches.
who's scions of what. I don't think that really matters too terribly much.
I'm sorry, I don't have any more. And like this is whispered. So like not the entire room's hearing it. I'm sorry. I've got nothing outside of she hit stuff good to say about her.
It's like my mama said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing. It's fine.
Then
just
she gets
say-
more offended because I've said something nice about everyone else.
You can just thank her for standing up.
Thank you for standing up, Laurel.
You're welcome. Sits back down.
I hate the fact that I'm in charge of this. And around then, the back door kicks in, and Jinsu and Yuki walk back in.
Well,
Yuki,
welcome.
go! Pats her back.
I'm gonna turn around and slap the shit out of him, letting my anger get the best of me for a second.
You can try. Roll me an unarmed attack. That does not beat his DC. So it's like swing dodge. Look, she ready. She ready help.
I will be accompanying you on this adventure, it seems.
Yeah.
You can say that again.
Joseph's like,
Stronger in numbers.
thank you for volunteering. Because he literally knows nothing about Yuki at all.
Uh-huh. My pleasure.
All right. Well then. He'll look between Jolie and Fid. And odds Jolie, evens Fid. And he hands Fid a bronze key. If you take the door out to the north of this hall, you will begin this quest.
I don't have any of my stuff with me.
What do you mean your stuff?
I don't like to fight. War's stupid, honestly, but I'm gonna need to defend myself.
Well, that doesn't really answer my question.
Joseph will turn back to the party, and the band immediately starts back up. Music.
A quick question to all the other players here. Does everybody have a phone?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would your characters have phones?
Yeah.
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 Cool. Matt, I think you know what I'm going to do. But I am going to use one of my powers.
Which power?
Your stuff, my stuff.
If you click on the die, it'll show it in the chat.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was, I thought it would roll it, and I wasn't sure if it.
Nope.
Okay,
So
there you go.
the dice roll on your advantages and your powers only shows the text that's showing. It doesn't do any rolls.
Okay. That's weird. Okay. I am going to I'm going to control everyone's phone. Put a calendar appointment on for today, about like 2 hours from now, to meet up at this door.
All of your phones ding with an alert.
All right. Which one of you did that?
That's actually really neat.
Tequila's not-
The signature on it is what looks like just a straight face with emotionless eyes with a thumbs up.
Actually, real quick, just to confirm.
I have to roll, don't I?
Nope.
Oh.
It is not going to go to everyone.
Oh, it's only 4 devices. Okay.
So it will
I'm
hit.
going to avoid-
So Jolie and Killian, your phones will ding with a new alert.
Are they not close enough?
If they are not within the circle.
That is a ridiculous circle. Okay, if they're not within the circle, I will walk to the point where I can get all of them. Maybe not Yuki, because Yuki's really far off.
Well, hold on. Let's see how
I
far...
thought I did this since right in my head, but apparently
it's okay. You know, each square is 5, but it's centered on you.
Yeah, so I would do it as I'm just walking away.
So when you get just a bit behind Aquila, you'd be able to hit Yuki with it.
I don't care about Yuki. I'll tell Yuki on the way out.
Okay, cool. So everybody except for Yuki gets an alert that in 2 hours, meet at the north door of this ballroom.
I'll immediately accept.
As I walk by Yuki, I'm like, 2 hours, door. Let's meet there.
What?
2 hours. We'll meet at the door.
This store?
Yes, meet us here at the store in 2 hours.
Okay. I cannot wait.
That's right.
Is she lying? Is she lying?
Yeah, Yuki, are you attempting to deceive Fid?
No.
Nope. No lies. No lies detected.
Okay. It's really
I might be holding some anger in.
Looking at her happy face and not hearing sound of happiness.
Yeah, it's a little weird to see Sam with a happy face.
Respect is a big thing in Japan, so I'm trying to be dedicated to what I've been shoved into. Unwillingly.
It's fine.
I'm gonna walk towards Yuki. Since she's obviously so miffed. And try to touch her. Just casually on the arm.
Hello again.
Well, hi, darling.
Does Yuki
I
try
see
to
we'll
not?
be
Does
spending-
Yuki try to not get touched out of curiosity?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
It's weird, but she doesn't try to avoid it. She doesn't want to seem rude.
Perfect. So,
I'll touch her arm.
10 to 8? Yeah. Thank you.
I don't think he realizes that he can.
yeah, he doesn't
mute.
realize he wasn't muted.
I hit the little roll thingy, but it's
Yeah,
just
no. So the way your guys' powers work, 9 times out of 10, none of you are going to roll anything.
okay.
Like, the powers automatically happen. They require the sacrifice of an action. But so, for example, with this one, really feel it. Yuki, I need you to roll will. So on the left side of the sheet on your defenses, there's a box for will. Just click will. It's okay, Dylan.
Sorry, I wasn't muted.
14. So you fail by 1 degree, which means you are currently impaired.
So all it's gonna do for really feel it is I'm gonna try to just calm her down, just make her feel kind of at peace.
Your anger slowly slips away. Like, just kind of like dissipates.
I just wanted to thank you for being willing to come help with this.
It's my pleasure. I can't wait to spend more time together.
Likewise, darling.
Yuki's like, I don't have to be mad if she's around. Oh, this is great.
Would you like to go get a drink since we've got a little bit of time?
I would love to.
I'm sure our buddy Chet would love to provide now that all the business is out of the way.
That sake he had was delicious.
Can't say I've ever fancied myself one of those.
Let us try some together.
I'm always willing to try something once, maybe twice.
Fantastic.
I'll head to the bar.
Cool. Chet has left the Dodeca table and is back behind the bar. He's like, oh, same sake, different sake. What you want?
Let us try a different one
Okay.
so we can experience this new sake together.
Make that 2, Chet.
2 bottles, not a problem.
That's quite a bit of sake.
Turns back around, has 2 sleek, very fancy looking black bottles, and he's like, this is the Taiku Super Premium. Hands one over to each of you.
Thank you, Chet.
I am happy
You're
to serve.
I'll take the bottle and start like examining it a little bit.
If you Google Super Taiku Premium, you will be able to see exactly what sake he has provided you with. It is, out of character, my favorite filtered sake.
I'm going to show you how to correctly pour it into your sake glass.
Absolutely.
And Jolie starts getting some of that geisha training. All right. Is anybody else trying to do anything over the course of these 2 hours?
Yeah. All right.
'Cause we're not going to sit around for 2 hours, by the way. As fun as that can be, because I love chewing scenery and roleplay, we got mysteries to get to.
2 hours is a preposterous amount of time to wait. 2 hours for what?
For the thing you volunteered us for.
Well, yes, but I didn't think we would be taking action on such a dire
You
matter.
didn't think,
from
did
now.
you? You didn't think.
Not
Scion's disappearing. Let's go throw ourselves at that problem.
Well, I suppose if we are waiting for 2 hours, we might as well go and meet our new team.
No, I'm good.
Well then, you can feel free to sit here and wait for the 2 hours then.
Oh, I feel free. Go meet
Get
your
up.
new friends.
Alright, who's near me?
Killian is actually approaching their table
Perfect.
and has tapped the bird and just said, Core, go to Fid.
Ah! You want to tell Matt what that means, please?
Bird, go to Fid.
Oh.
Just go hang out with Fid. Keep an eye
Oh,
on
I
him.
thought you were talking Gaelic at me, man. I'm sorry.
No, the bird's name is Core. It's short for Corvid because he's
Gotcha.
not coming up with an original name.
You had never told me his name, so I was just like,
came
all
up with
right.
it- I came up with it 8 seconds ago. You're welcome.
Perfect. Good job. On the fly. I dig it. Fid, your bird friend comes back to you. Is it my internet locking up, or is it Deadly's internet locking up?
It's
It-
Deadly's.
Okay, cool. I was like, oh no, not now. Not again.
I have no more cherries for you. Oh, can you hear me? There we go. No more cherries for you. I'm sorry. So I have some lentil chips in my house. Or I guess no.
Hops up onto Fid's shoulder. Willing and ready to go. It just gently, it doesn't like dangerously peck, it like very carefully places its beak on the chip and takes it from your fingers.
It's kind of flavorless, by the way. I don't have a lentil chip. It's not the best.
Core's living his best life. He just got a chip, hell yeah. This dude gives me snacks. Killian never gives me snacks.
Bullshit, he knows it.
Doesn't need to know it. All right, and Killian, you. And sorry.
My hotel or where I'm staying is pretty close by. Okay.
You would have had a room reserved for you
Oh,
by
everybody
Joseph
frozen.
here at this hotel where this summit's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just go upstairs. Grab like a little sack, the stream sack that tighten up, and I would just literally put chips in there, more some chips, lentil chips. Then I'd grab my sword and my shield.
Core is standing on your bed, and like his eyes just keep getting bigger as you add more snacks to the bag. Caw!
I hold a couple up. I don't know what flavors I should bring.
And if you're testing his intelligence, he clearly gestures for what is the superior chip each time.
Questionable sometimes, but
Caw! Caw! It's clearly talking to you, but you just don't understand what it's saying.
I'm gonna act like they would like any other person to an animal if I understand it. I'm like, you're right. This can be good sometimes.
Caw.
Definitely the guy froze up here. There we go.
All right. So Killian, you were approaching Aquila and Laurel's table.
I brought the whiskey over and I set it in the middle of the table after pouring myself a couple more fingers.
Nice.
Is that an offering?
Peace offering.
Is that a play on words? Laurel will reach out and take a drink directly from the bottle. We're not classy.
So, tell me what your name is again?
Killian.
Killian. It is very nice to meet you.
Oh, nice.
Laurel, pleasure as always. And you were Aquila?
Aquila.
She's very excited to work on this project.
It is an honor to have such trust placed. I don't intend to waste such trust.
I only joined because I'm following a vision.
A vision? That was my question. What vision?
One of calamity? The norm for me.
Like most.
It's never, sunshine and puppies with the portents you receive.
I can give you the sunshine, not the puppies.
Fair enough.
Did you say vision?
Yes.
Forgive me if I am incorrect, but are you perhaps a descendant of Morrigan?
Yes.
Ah, the goddess of violence and fertility. Very nice.
And
You have
destiny.
quite the shoes to fill.
Something tells me he does fine.
No comment.
No comment.
All right.
Hela is the daughter of Thoth.
You have to refresh my memory. I'm not super on the up and up for your pantheon.
Nerd. He's a nerd.
Ow.
My father Thoth is the god of scribes. Thank you very much.
God of
Wow.
nerds.
Wow.
An honorable
You weren't
member
kidding, Laurel.
Of Paget.
You're very proud.
I ought to be.
So let's see, we've got Fid, the loner. We've got...
Totally brand speaking new girl.
She's nice enough.
Is she? Perfect. Nice is what we need.
I only talked to her for 5 minutes.
Must have been enough.
Not a lot you can gain from someone in 5 minutes.
You can gain a lot.
Speaking from experience.
5 minutes is all I need.
5 minutes to judge character is not very. I'm just gonna trail off because there's no point.
5 minutes is enough.
Pop an eyebrow at that and just leave it.
Right, judge me. That'll be fun, right? 5 minutes we've been talking.
You're brash. You are aggravated at the moment. And you've got a fiery spark.
There we go, see? Aquila. Point made. Nailed it.
Well, I'm sure there's more to you than that.
Oh, are you sure?
I should hope so. We've certainly known each other longer than 5 minutes.
5 minutes was enough for you to know anything you need to know. Go ahead, Aquila. 5 minutes. What do you know about Killian?
Not enough.
Oh.
The longer I spend around these new team members, the more I will learn.
Assuming you survive.
I intend to. And also,
Good.
is that not why you're here?
Yes. Why do you think I'm part of the team? My giving, warm spirit, my concern that the Greek gods.
I can always hope.
So cute.
Boo hoo hoo, the Dodeka. Always the Dodeka.
Very important. Pass his whiskey bottle back.
Drink straight from the bottle.
All niceties done away with. Oh, we got it. We got our first new redeem for this game. A random icker. Aquila, give yourself another hero point.
Hey. How do I do that?
So on your sheet in the middle, there should be hero points, injuries. It's right above your defense stuff. There should be a 1 there. Make it a 2.
That's in skills page.
Yep. So left side, middle.
Got it?
Hell yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Fid, do you make your way back downstairs? About 2 hours later.
I'll make my way before 2 hours. I get else 2 hours because, I assumed other people had other things to get ready. Where I'm not just going to grab my shield and sword and some snacks. So I just gave everyone else a lot of time because I thought they might want some time. It's just the logical thing to do.
Okay.
Not everyone brings stuff with them to a party for war or for adventure.
That's true. All right. Real quick, Yuki, Jolie, and Laurel and Killian. All of you give me a fortitude save.
No.
So Laurel, Jolie, Killian, you guys are fine. Yuki, you got a nice little blush and buzz going.
I've had 2 bottles of sake, so
by yourself.
She's not by herself.
You guys
No,
each
she
got
means
your
like 2 bottles,
the bottles
to
by
myself.
yourself. So Jolie, you definitely pick up on that, given your A, career field, and B, just the nature of you.
Does Yuki actively have like a bottle currently?
Yeah.
Julie's
I
gonna
have like 1 glass left.
Julie's gonna very gently take that bottle and just set it on the bar, and kind of gesture to Chet for like a glass of water.
Bottle
You're
of
so kind.
bottle of Fiji. The bottle of Fiji water.
I'll just so it'll be real smooth. I'll just take that bottle and replace it with the bottle of Fiji. Just drink up, darling. We got places to be. It's still early in the night.
It is. It's going to be a wonderful night.
It's gonna be just lovely.
It is. I get to spend it with you. You're so kind.
I try my best, darling.
How did you enjoy your sake?
It was an experience, I'll tell you that.
Isn't it? It's such a wonderful drink.
And I feel like I was really in the mood with having you here too.
I appreciate that.
Now, make sure you finish that bottle of water before we get going, alright?
Of course, of course. Drinks the water.
Got a random harm. Well, how do I want to count? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Laurel.
Yeah.
So on your injuries, mark 1.
Okay.
And we'll
Where
just...
where is that?
How could you have randomly been hurt here?
Just a minor bar brawl, right?
You get hit in the shin as the little satyr continues diving under tables, checking out women. You get
I'm gonna punt him.
Okay. Give me a unarmed roll, please.
Okay. A, what is that? And B, where is injuries?
So injuries. So on the left side of the main sheet, there's a box labeled like your defenses. Right above that, there on the right side, there's going to be hero points, injuries.
Okay, I see it. I see that. And
then to the right of that, in the skill section, there should be close combat with a bunch of boxes that are filled out. One of those should be labeled unarmed. If it's not, that's entirely on me, and I will fix that for you right now.
Okay.
Laurel. Boom. Yep. Nope. I had only put your sword in there, or your axe. Unarmed.
The important one.
There you go.
Hey, thanks.
And we'll just get this out of the way now, too, for the future. Yeah, you definitely... so, table goes flying, as a satyr as well with it, off to the other side of the room. And, it collides and slides across, the marble floor, and, lays there just, one hoof, just, twitch up in the air, and a couple people close by, I've got to check, will totally hear a very muffled, worth it, absolutely worth it, 100% worth it.
Does he look actually injured?
Let's see how injured he is. He's not on death's door. Definitely hurt a little bit, but he'll get over it.
So it doesn't look like he needs treatment of any
No,
kind.
no.
Okay.
No. Laurel did not try to kill the satyr.
Yeah, I just didn't know because he's a satyr, like
Right.
how much he could take.
Would I have been able to save the bottle of whiskey with speed of thought?
You know what? Evens or odds?
Always odds.
Evens.
Yeah,
you
right.
you do not save the bottle.
Or I'll just pass them over one of the beers she got.
Thank you, Phil. There will be more new emotes coming over the next day or two as well for the other games. Right. Yep. So your bottle of whiskey gone.
Were the beer table?
Beers also probably gone.
But then we
Aquila-
didn't pay for it.
Akila's notebook also probably gone because that was also on the table when she was writing. Well, not gone, but like thrown about the room.
I'm gonna be mad about that the rest of the night. I can feel it.
Blame him.
No, I do.
Okay.
Worth
it.
Worth it. My lioness. My red-headed queen of the desert. The satyr sits up.
Would I be walking back down by now?
Yeah.
Would I know the satyr's name?
Most people just call him Satyr.
What color were they today, satyr?
A gentleman never tells Fid, and like reaches up a hand to like ask for help up.
I'm going to help him up.
She's feisty and strong. She's gonna be great for your team.
Well, I think that's up for the assessment here at the moment. And
As,
speaking of assessment,
as someone who just got kicked by her, I'm telling you, good to have on your team.
can I run an assessment on everybody in the team?
Run an assessment on what?
On my team members?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay.
So,
Do you want me to roll for it?
No,
or-
it says I do the roll for you.
It does it?
It does.
Oh, yep, it does.
Hold on. Is this my bag of just D10s? That is my bag of just D10s. Going away until I play World of Darkness stuff. So I have an entire bag dedicated to just D10s. So in secret, assessment, and this is for all of you that might have the assessment advantage, which I believe is quite a bit of you. This is also not a bag of... a single fucking D10. This is my bag for physical dice for Midnight World. I have too many bags of dice. So we'll put that out of the way. And next bag of dice. Come on. Huh. So those of you that have the assessment skill, or the assessment advantage, you are able to do a quick survey. Yeah, thank you for tagging that, Fid. Of people's combat capabilities in comparison to your own. So, we'll start with Yuki. Let me get people's sheets. Fid. Okay. Set skills versus Yuki. That is so here. You would know that Yuki is both stronger and tougher than you, more capable in combat scenarios, and her rating with her spear is 7. But you also are aware that there is more to the spear than meets the eye. Next.
Cool.
Would be Jolie, because I don't have to look at Jolie's sheet. Jolie, much weaker than you in a fight. Almost zero combat capability.
Okay.
Then we have Killian. Get his sheet, because Killian is one of my weird hybrid characters.
Weird hybrid.
Yep. The Morrigan is a complex god. S. Nikoi. Alright, boom. He is just as strong as you are, but he is a little bit better at fighting.
Okay.
Then there's Aquila. Aquila, the exact same as Jolie. No combat. Nothing.
Okay. I'm not going to bother signing with Laurel. I'm assuming she can just...
Laurel, yes. Laurel, yes, as far as combat capabilities go. Boop.
You guys are here early. You guys didn't need to grab anything?
No.
I'm armed with my notes and my brain, and I am ready to go.
That's everyone who's ready to go. Killian.
I didn't think we were going to be getting in a fight right away, so I left my stuff in my van.
That is why I gave you the time for the 2 hours.
I figured you were going to go take a shower and a nap. 2 hours is a long time to go to your room.
Some of us don't have a room here.
I mean, it
They have a
depends
van.
on what you're doing in that room. Sometimes 2 hours ain't quite enough.
Oh, plenty.
Okay. While we're all here, I think we need to kind of formulate roles and that kind of somewhat introduce each other if you're unfamiliar. Yeah. Jolie, just so you know, we all know you're good with emotions, okay? Anything comes to that, we're gonna rely on you for. Okay? Laurel and Yuki? Suki? What is it? Is it Yuki or Suki?
It's Yuki.
Yuki, you and Laurel, I can kind of tell you guys can handle yourself in a fight. That's where we're going to rely on you. Yuki, if you have any other thing that could possibly help in any of the role, let us know. And Laurel, if we need sunshine, I'll let you know.
Darling, I don't mean to, bust your bubble or however you want to put it, but you're basically just telling everybody to do what they do best, and I'm not sure really where we're going with this.
No. Telling people what to do is what he's probably best at.
Actually, not quite. But, we'll get to that in just a second here.
Oh, well.
Can we just go through the door and get our information first before we go making plans?
We don't even know what we're doing.
We're going...
Delegating jobs. What are you going to do?
I'm just making it
What
known
we do?
where some people's specialties lie.
And that's
While
all.
you would go fetching your things, we actually had a chance to talk. Enough. 5 minutes.
Well, as Joseph said, we just need to go through there and get some information, and then from there we can kind of figure out where we're going. But I think step one is going and just chatting.
I know you're kind of new to the Dodekatheons here, but nothing is simple.
See where she was sitting?
Yeah.
I don't know if
About 2 seats away from me.
really think she's
I'm up for it.
new. She was sitting with you.
She married into the family.
Well, she knows at least one of you very well.
Gross. All right. Well, anyways, Killian, I don't know if we're gonna be coming back here after we go to the door.
Killian, give yourself another hero point.
So this would be a good opportunity to grab what you need to grab. Expect us not to come back here.
Well, again, I just think we're going through and talking to some people, according to Joseph.
Okay.
Well, if
I'm
I
gonna
need to,
blow
it's
into-
5 minutes to walk down to the garage, grab my stuff, and come back.
All right.
I'm sure he's got another 5 minutes of pre-job instructions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go while you do that. I know what I need.
Go on, tell Akita what she's good about.
I don't know actually.
What?
She's gonna be smart.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll hold a
And
hand
all
out
knowing.
to Aquila. Well, hi there. I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting.
I don't think we have. Aquila, the daughter of Thoth. Oh, shit.
Well, the pleasure is mine, darling. And you said,
Jolie.
yes, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Jolene, but you can call me Jolie, Joe, you know, whatever so floats your boat.
All
And you
right.
said, who was your father?
Thoth,
Oh, I see. All
the
right.
petty god of scribes. Most notable for his knowledge.
Well, I'm sure that just passed right on to you, didn't it?
Knowledge is hardly something to pass on so lightly. Years of work it's taken me to get this far, and I'm still not there yet. But someday I will be.
Well, either way, you just stepping right in tune with him, aren't you?
I hope it would appear so.
Well, that it does.
And Laurel get another hero point.
thanks.
You're off.
You can thank Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
While Jolie was introducing herself, I would be going over and getting my blue wine.
Going over what?
My blue, and I never got.
To your blue
You never brought
Hawaiian?
me
No,
blue
Chet brought
wine.
it to you. Chet definitely brought it to you when
Oh.
he came up to the table.
Oh, okay.
Because he had to go to the table too, because Dodeka had to sit together.
Then I'm gonna walk back over there as an excuse to get grab another one.
Okay. I mean, you don't need an excuse. You can come see your cousin Chet whenever you want.
It's an excuse.
How goes the team
Chet.
building? How goes the team building?
It's as great as I can. You know, my ability to communicate is amazing as always. And that was sarcasm, by the way. I know you're not used to that. And everyone is flavors of everything.
That's kind of the whole idea of a pantheon, man. We balance each other out. That's the whole thing.
I mean, except for Dodex. I mean, they're all kinds of prideful dummies sometimes. No offense, chat.
Listen, I love my dad, Sam Cam, and I love everything that I get from that. And I am happy in my place in Fate's grand scheme.
Well, here's the fun for Fate's grand scheme. I hope you have a wonderful time in that scheme.
I'm gonna have a blast. Another Blue Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get you sauced up before you go meet him.
Also, anything what they ordered, just give me another one of them so I can,
Starts digging. Like, let's see here. Joe's just being nice with the whole sake thing, so we'll make her another LIT. It's like, more a guy. Here's another bottle of whiskey. Laurel was
Can I have a drink?
a whole bunch of beer. Yuki, last thing we gave her was a bottle of water. We're just gonna keep going with that. Because she seems kind of lightweighty.
Oh, yeah.
4 beers,
She needs that water.
all for Laurel.
Yep. You told me to give you what she ordered. There you go.
We'll walk over the thing. Sorry about before. Sorry. I'm gonna place it down on the thing. You kind of hand the drinks according to who they are, and then I'll hold the drink for Killian.
Well, at least you know how to apologize. Takes drinks. Passes one to Akila.
Oh wait, no, Killian's not here. Is the bird here?
No, the bird went with Killian.
Yes.
It's like, no, my only friend out of this entire group. The bird.
No.
Well, Julie, I hope you're right that it's just a talk, but I don't think it is, as it's not that simple with my people.
I'm sure we can figure it out. By the way, after I introduced myself to Akila, I would have turned and offered a hand to Laurel too.
Get a shake. After a second.
Jolie, you know there's no actual anger in Laurel. This is just how she is.
Okay. She's not angry, she just is.
Correct. Alright, and Killian, you make your way back up. Unless you were trying to do something else while you were away from the group.
No, just went directly to his van, grabbed his stuff, reached into the center console, grabbed a bag of wasabi peas, and came back inside.
Man, me and Killian are really gonna bond over blogs and snacks.
The wasabi peas are for the bird. Because they can't taste spice.
Half of my snacks are for the bird, too.
Yep, it's gonna be great. Who will win the bird's friendship?
This bird's not gonna be able to walk by the end of the night. It's gonna be simple.
Not gonna fly.
If it was a normal bird, you would be 100% right.
It just waddles now.
It doesn't
It's
fly.
a penguin.
It's just full on New York City pigeon at this point. Alright, and as we are going to move on to a new scene, this actually, timing-wise, works out perfect for our first and only break of the night. We are going to go on our quick commercial break. Guys, hang out, watch the trailers for all the games that we run for a week, every week here. Hope you enjoy them, and we will return very, very soon. All right.
I'm the opposite. It's like 62 degrees and I'm freezing.
So we are moving on up. You guys go through the door to the north. Fid, when you insert the key, there's a soft golden glow that begins to happen, and a light shining from behind the door. When you open it up, all 6 of you are no longer in a fancy ballroom in some upstate or some uptown hotel of New York City. But you're standing on what looks like a serene, beautiful field. There are some Greco-Roman columns. That's the word. Off a little bit of ways. Occasionally, about the pace of like every 5 steps, there's a giant tremor that rocks underneath your feet. And for those of you that want to take in your surroundings, as you're high up on a mountaintop, you can roll me perception if you would like. Or, wait, no, investigation. My bad.
No.
Laurel, this place is too pretty. Fuck this place.
I
Too
hate it.
peaceful. I hate it.
Vibe.
Too peaceful. I hate it. Yuki, also kind of the same. Not so much on the I hate it, just like, oh, what a nice and pleasant place. It's like, my nephew was right. I should see more of the world. For the rest of you, down at the base of this mountain, there is a gigantic titan who made completely of rock that just keeps punching the side, which is what's causing the tremors as you walk.
Well, I don't assume that it wants to talk.
Fid, because you're from the Dodekatheon. Oh,
Oh,
What
did we
happened?
lose? Did we lose Fid?
Deadly.
Yep.
No!
why?
The opposite of Beetlejuiced him.
Oh, there he is.
Hey,
Welcome back. Maybe.
Potentially.
What the
There
music
he
stop? Oh, okay.
such a dramatic moment.
Fid, you would know that you are currently in the overworld of the Dodekatheon. So there's the human world, which is the normal world. And each pantheon has an overworld and an underworld tied to their pantheon. It's where the gods of your pantheons dwell and live. You are currently standing on Mount Olympus.
For those of you not familiar, welcome to Mount Olympus.
I hate it.
Me and you can agree on that.
Well, that's a bit of a harsh critique.
Is it?
Oh, isn't it?
Not as many clouds as I thought there would be.
Cloud?
Yeah, I always pictured like a city on clouds.
Mm.
Olympus is a
Not
mountain.
Why would a mountain be on clouds?
How would you build a city on a mountain?
How would you build a city on a cloud, if I may ask?
Where the
Magic!
fuck are we supposed to be going? Because I'm not in for this conversation.
I'm assuming I would know where the
Yeah,
Go for this.
there's temple ruins up ahead of you.
We're gonna go right up to those temple ruins right there. There's gonna be a grandiose something up there, probably like normal.
I'll start walking.
You guys start to walking and approaching, and as you get about 10 to 15 feet away from the front columns, you'll hear a oh, it's always wonderful to see our offspring. And like, you'll see a couple dudes draped in their standard togas, carrying a very opulent looking, slightly obese guy on 4 posts He's larger than the average human. He looks like if he stood up, he'd maybe be about 3 or 4 times bigger than you guys. And he's just sitting there and going, handful of grapes. Not even minding the stems, just right into his mouth. Oh,
See, grandiose.
oh, children, it's wonderful to see you. Oh, and so many from visitors. And here, it's like, lifts a chalice and offers it down towards you guys. As Dionysus is totally just chilling there in front of you.
If nobody else goes for it, I'll take the chalice.
Pass.
Smart move.
Right. Jolie, you said you take the chalice. Do you drink from the chalice?
Oh no. Dionysus. Oh no. I would like to continue standing, thank you.
So I was just like, I can't wait to see this fortitude roll.
No, sir.
You'll hear a very gruff voice, like come from another area of the columns, and kind of the same deal. He is much larger than you guys. He's got a Greek sword in a hilt. It's like shield, spear, Trojan helmet. Ares also steps forward and is just like, "This is it." Looking at Fid.
Were you expecting some grand army to wage war again in your name?
1, our name. 2, no, I was asking if this was it, not like, oh, paltry song. Meh. It was more like, is this the group? Let me rephrase.
It's good to see your range of things have evolved there. Yes, this is it.
And look at you making friends. We're all evolving, aren't we?
They aren't friends.
The chalice over to Ares.
Ares looks at the chalice, looks at you, looks at the chalice, takes the chalice and just hands it right immediately back to Dionysus.
Oh, now you could go for a drink.
You first, little one. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I believe you might have a better time with it than myself.
Oh. Ares takes a knee in front of you. Not prostrating himself, just getting himself closer down to your level. I'm sure you've all been explained by my son Joseph that there's a threat happening currently with us, the Dodeca. First of all, I am honored that all of you would take this quest on to yourselves and offer your assistance to us. If Zeus was here, there'd be some backhanded talk of, oh, we don't really need help, but since you're here... Dads, am I right? Anyways.
Wouldn't know.
Or moms, I suppose. If we're being equal, I'm told equality is a thing now. And then Dionysus is like, what do you mean? Some of us have always been about equality. It was like, Ares is just doing his best to try to tune out his friend beside him, his family member beside him. It's like, so...
Fid has never come close to Ares in his life.
So... we don't know who's doing it. We have suspicions. And hopefully these suspicions will help you on the road to discovery. He'll hold out a small glass sphere. and it starts playing. And there's a scene, it's a very beautiful hotel. Not quite American. Like, there's just like the little details, like the art, the design, the architecture of the building. Jolie, this building's very familiar to you. And like in there's a man dressed in a very fine suit, and a beautiful woman who's wearing a floral dress, flowers in her hair. And suddenly, like, they're just standing in a suite, and there's the figure of a shadow. Like, it looks like a man, but it's just all shadow. And he proceeds to just attack. He's wielding 2 kukri swords that seem to just like appear out of nowhere. And as he lands like what would normally be a killing blow on the woman in flowers, she kind of like calcifies and turns into like a marble statue, and then just like crumbles into nothingness. The man in a fine suit gives way of his mortal guise, finally revealing himself to be Hades, and he proceeds to fight the shadowy figure, but meets the same fate. And then the sphere will continually like play over various images. Zeus versus shadowy figure. The king of the Olympians fell. And then various pantheons, various other gods, and then Scions. For those of you that are familiar with or have been active in the lifestyle, you'll see various Greek-based Scions. Same MO, same thing. Way less of a fight against this guy, or this figure. And the last one that you'll see is a Scion who was about to move away from just being a demigod, but was actually on the verge of ascending to godhood. William Feder, a child of Hades.
As soon as it gets to that image, I'm going to cover the sphere.
Okay.
So who'd you piss off?
With the Dodekatheon, who don't we piss off?
Who did you foolishly piss off?
I have no idea.
Every single. And God.
There has been an all-out assault. He'll gesture to himself and Dionysus. We're the only ones still standing.
Why?
Well, one, they don't want none.
Have they even came in contact with you yet?
No. Well, not me, but Dionysus is like, if they did, I'd offer them the biggest glass of wine and the finest fruit. And yes, we would sort
Keep
this all out.
drinking.
We would sort this all out.
Neither of you have
I'm
left
sure-
the mountain, have you?
Mm-hmm. So good. Are you sure you don't? Offers the chalice back down towards you guys again.
Pass.
No, not if we're going to do your work for you. You can keep that.
Dionysus has not left the mountain, no. I have not yet encountered said shadow man creature thing, but I was accosted by some from the Abrahams. A pair of angels.
And you think they're involved?
I don't know if they're involved or not. It's a suspicion. I don't know how they suddenly found me while I was out trying to find information, but let's be honest. I'm not the one you send to scout. I'm the one you send to end.
What they want?
And to fight, like they always do.
Well, you're here. Congratulations.
Thanks, I'm fairly good at what I do. Thank you. I appreciate that. They made mention that they were seeking someone in New York City. And there's also been some word, which I'm sure he'll look at Laurel. It's like, you've possibly also heard, Sam Camp, that there is something in New York City that various war gods are trying to hunt down and find. Maybe it's connected, maybe it's not. I know that Lucas, Thor's son, tried to find it and could not. I know of a few handful of other war-based Scions who have found it and have never been heard from again. So currently, that's the only connection or lead I have, in that there's something in New York that's disappearing Scions, and we have disappeared gods and Scions.
Alright. Well, assuming one of these smarty pants over here can find it.
He'll look at Fit. It's good that you put together, or that a good team of diversity has come together.
Killian's gonna look at Ares. This is going to sound really suspect of myself. If you see swarms of crows, huge murders of them, leave. Just don't go near them.
I will. I'll take that under advisement. I don't know if I could flee a battle, but thank you for your advice.
All right. Jolie, why did you cover
You hear a large booming voice from the base of the mountain. Zeus! Punch.
The fuck is that?
Oh, that's Tara. Don't worry. She's always there.
Yep, night and day.
That seems a little concerning. No?
For the first,
Previously.
For the first, 50 decades, I was a little worried, but it's been thousands of years and she still hasn't made it up here yet, so I'm not too worried.
Yep.
Okay.
She just bothers to sleep is all.
Get used to it.
No, not really.
Well, in the span of about 20 more of your lifetimes, Fid, I promise.
What a glorious overworld.
Jolie, why did you cover that orb?
I think you done got the point. I don't think we need to keep going with it.
I mean,
the more
we
information
could.
we have, the better.
I will agree to that statement.
Again, same figure, doing the same thing. I assure you nothing changed.
Nothing lasts forever.
She's not lying to you.
Okay, I was about to pull out truth. I was about to pull.
Nope, she's not lying to you. You know you could potentially make her tell you.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna look at Jolie and be like, Jolie, I'm going to need you to tell me explicitly the truth. Is there any other reason why you would cover that besides the fact that the same thing's happening every single time? Any other information that is there?
So just post the power, so Dolly can see what she's dealing with.
Yep.
It doesn't tell me anything. It's just a blank white.
You have to. Are you in dark? Are you in dark mode?
Dark mode's fucking.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Dark mode fucks with it.
Where do I go to change that?
On the left side, underneath all the tools, there's a little moon symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
that is
Ugh.
eye murder.
Yep.
Right.
So I
Yep.
have to roll a persuasion check first, right?
No. Oh, yes, you do. Fid must first roll a persuasion check to use this ability.
Yay, persuasion, which I have 0
Ah.
in. Fuck you. Persuasion.
So Jolie, he does not pass his persuasion check. So he literally is like, Jolie, tell me the truth. Is there any other information? Blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You don't have to make the will save. You can react as you normally would.
I will reach out to touch Fid's arm.
Nope.
I'm gonna need
Well-
you to trust me when I tell you. It's just the same.
Still telling the truth.
Is that orb still in Era's hands?
Yep.
Pulling it off the cloth that was placed on it.
The crystal's done playing whatever it was playing at this point.
You done, Fid?
Any information is good information.
It is as she says. William was attacked by the shadowy figure, and with the exception of the addition of his dogs being killed, was fallen and taken.
Any information is good information still. Small details can be important.
Surprise, we know who the shadow person is, isn't it? Gonna keep pressing it.
Pressing what? I'm just saying, any information is good information.
Darling, I promise you can repeat that all day long, but I don't have anything else to give you.
That was a lie.
I mean, probably not anything that Fid wants.
Like, your power goes off.
Jolie, we both know that's not completely true, but I don't want that. Thank
Good
you.
context clues. Use your context clues here, bud. It's not hard to figure out. It doesn't take someone with future sight to be able to understand what's going on here.
In what a sense?
Killian looks at Jolie.
Here or here? As he
Hush
points
for
to
a
the
second, Ed.
Yeah. Shh.
Killian looks at Jolie. I'm sorry. And if I'm being completely honest here, the only reason I joined this little troop was because I saw part of this in a vision. A vision with you. I will do whatever I can to help you regain what you have lost.
Was your vision future or past?
Who's to say? I'm assuming it's future because I haven't, seen any titanic storms on the radars lately. Not yet, at least.
Well, your sentiments appreciated, darling, and I, for whatever reason you may have chosen, still appreciate you coming.
Right, so how the fuck are we gonna find him?
I wish you good fortune in this endeavor.
Aquila, smarty pants. What's your idea? You wanted to come?
I've just been writing in my notes this whole time, and I look up and, well,
You all start being dragged back away from the pillars. Like just some unseen force just be like, whoop, all right, you've spent enough time in a realm you're not supposed to be in, bye.
Is Aries still just kneeling there?
Yep.
I'll just tell him, I'll see you later, darling.
I wish you good fortune. I look forward to it, Jolie. I still have your gift. Door slammed shut.
Oh, and it just brought me right back to Monster of the Week. Sorry.
It's okay.
Poor lady.
And music change. Where are you? There you are. So, door. And you guys are standing outside of some random nightclub in New York City.
And this is why I brought things with me. Billy, this is your hometown. Do you know where the fuck we are?
Would I know where we are?
You are somewhere in Brooklyn. You know that for sure.
Well, I can tell you based on the area that we're definitely in Brooklyn, but I'm afraid I'm more of a Manhattan gal myself.
Yuki, your first time in New York City. All the dazzling lights, the big buildings. It's like, ah.
This is just so fascinating. Is it always this beautiful here?
It is indeed the city that never sleeps.
I can see that it's so bright here. There's so many lights. And it's so loud despite it being so late in the day.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm not
It's
sure
quite
if I-
mesmerizing.
though.
I've never seen anything quite like it.
Alright, keep staring then. Keela? Fid?
Yes.
Where are we going?
Well, if this is where we were brought, then perhaps this is a good place to start.
Go on.
Killian, you have visions, right?
Yeah.
First question, how do you receive them?
The birds normally, or when I sleep.
Caw!
Do you write them down?
I choose not to.
I was just curious, sometimes details in the ink. Anything here look familiar to you?
Does any of this area resemble the third part of the vision?
Over to the west side, the east side of this map, there's an alleyway. Parts of the alleyway look kind of familiar.
Looks up and points in that direction.
I'll start walking in that direction.
Yuki, I know this may sound, I guess, rude, but I know you can fight and handle yourself kind of thing, but what are your actual, huzzah powers,
Yuki, don't forget your complications.
I guess you'll just have to wait and find out. I would like to avoid any confrontation unless absolutely necessary.
Not very helpful.
I followed Laurel.
All right, Aquila and Laurel are heading off to the direction Killian pointed.
I will also be following Laurel.
Same.
All right, you all can move a total of 6 steps. You want to go this way.
Okay. Oh, the grid's not very
except for the bird. So, call! Do you want me to go ahead?
Oh, split and scout.
Ah, there's my character.
Nice.
So, Killian talks to the bird, and suddenly the bird, like 5 other birds, pop out of the bird. They all go flying off in different directions. You should still be able to control all the birds.
I'm gonna put one right over the exact spot from the vision in the alleyway.
That way.
And then I'm just gonna send one to the opposite side of that alleyway. It's gonna have to fly a while.
Okay.
And then just on visible corners, so they can alert me if they see something sus.
I think I'm gonna need more snacks.
So real quick, do me a favor, roll me the investigation on the bird.
Investigation
Bird is
on
the
the
word.
bird.
Bird is the word.
Versus
Stray cat's about to be an issue.
is that a no? Oh yeah, good job, rules. The main bird, the real bird, as he's flying over towards the alley, lets out like caw caw, and Killian, you would know it's like there's something here. As he like flies over.
Laurel, be on alert.
Always.
Yuki, you as well.
Found a hobo.
And anybody who'd like to make a perception check or investigation, investigation check. Go ahead and roll.
Artie. Man, that one.
Not bad.
Artie with the 1, me with the 20.
Shush.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so
Oh,
Killian,
that was-
Killian gives the heads up to the group. It's like, hey, maybe pay attention. There's possibly something up that way. And all the rest of you are like, look, it's like it's just a city street. That bird's probably crazy. Fid. There is a slight sheen, like right here, kind of almost like the Predator in the movies, where it's just like some of the ambient light, like you see, like kind of shifts differently as like a car goes driving past.
Careful, guys. There's something off up there. The sheen. Maybe a something invisible or protected spot. I'm gonna take my shield off and put it on my hand. By the way.
Pull my axe out.
The second you guys start like arming up, from out of nowhere, like a phase shift kind of happens. There's a dude, he's wearing riot gear. He's got like just a simple like T-bar baton. He's just standing there silently, like just staring at you with glowing red eyes. Does not look like the shadowy figure you saw in the orb. And you got a nat 20, right, Deadly?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so a nat 20 would add 10 to that. So you would see there's a second glisten right here as well.
Do I recognize their gear?
You don't?
Okay, I'm gonna move over to the corner of Yuki here. And
However, because Jolie typically doesn't deal in like combat kind of situations with God work, she wouldn't know what these are. Laurel, you could roll me an intellect check if you want, as you are much more a, hey, go fight this thing.
Sure. Just intellect?
Just intellect.
Hey, not bad.
They are some manner of government agent.
No.
You can't remember
it's a
which.
Fed.
You can't remember what it is, but you know they work for some mortal agency.
Yuki. There's another glimmer right there.
Are there shadows that I can?
So if
Anyone
you're
near
not,
it?
so the reason why these maps were built this way, if there's any kind of neon fluorescent like this giant wall of pink, that would count as bright light. If there's like,
What about the blue?
if there's like shadow, like normal looking color, so pretty much like this archway is dark enough for partial darkness.
Okay. What about
So
down
it
at the
looks like you
bottom
have
by those
stuff.
spots?
Yeah, those anything that's
Yeah.
not a neon light. So like this bright blue,
Okay.
yes. These
Yeah.
gray spots, no. All this over here on the right side of the map, no.
Okay.
Well, do we want to attack him or talk to him first?
I'm always happy to talk.
And the second one phases out into plain view as well.
I'll try stepping forward.
Cease and desist. This does not concern you.
What doesn't concern us, darling?
You can hear gunshots down the alleyway. Behind them.
Okay. Laurel's just gonna attack.
Yuki's gonna start backing up into this corner over here where it's darker.
Alright, beautiful. Got to make sure we drag our map a bit so that we can see all of it on stream. Alright, there we go. Killing it. Alright, so are we giving Jolie time to talk? Or are we saying bum rush him?
Nah, I'm not.
You're not giving her time to talk, or you're...
I'm not
Okay.
giving her time to talk.
Okay.
I don't seem helpful.
Jolie, I'll let you get a couple more statements out real quick.
I'm just gonna try to roll persuasion against them. To just tell me more about what's going on. And then, that would also apply this. So it's either their insight or will, whichever is higher.
So, what do you say with your persuasion?
Whenever they say cease and desist, it doesn't concern us. I would say, well, I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement. We can help each other out if you just give me a little bit more information on what's happening.
We do not require assistance in taking out the immortal threat.
What immortal threat?
Unknown origin, at least 500 years old.
Well, that doesn't give me a whole lot of information. Now, surely I can help you out.
Again, citizen, this does not concern you. We are not currently here for the six of you. please vacate immediately. And the tonfas start like glowing with an essence.
Are we done?
I'm waiting on that roll.
There is no roll. They are immune to will effects.
Huh? Okay.
But because of your super high persuasion roll, I was like, nope, we're talking. The talking's still happening.
Okay.
So, Jolie, you would know something's weird. You would know that it's like, they should be acting way differently.
Yeah, I would kind of look at him a little weird. Well, that's kind of strange. I mean, surely we can work together here.
We would never work with heretical entities that remain from civilizations long lost.
The government.
At best, you should count your blessings that you are not our target.
Well, I will just thank my lucky stars tonight then.
Jolie's like, cool!
Probably back away.
Oh, I did move up.
Yeah, Jolie just stayed
Back
right where she
away.
was.
Back away.
And I sneakily take a few more steps forward in the shadows.
You could roll stealth. Oh wait, no. You don't need to roll stealth, you're in shadows. As long as you stay in shadows, you're good.
Seeing that Laurel is about to run in on these guys, Killian will draw his sword, and he just holds it up in the air and says, "Bjorn Abu!" And I will use that power, specifically giving it to Laurel.
Okay.
I will put it in the chat one second.
Thank you. Look at you guys already learning that you can using your powers super good. Super. It's gonna be amazing. And Dolly, just so you are aware, not all of the things are immune to will effects. Just these ones in particular, and I will click on the sheet to show you. Not that one. No, not that one. Not that. Not him.
Show us all of them, Matt. Show us.
I will happily show you after the stream.
It's okay.
Show us the big bads.
Nope. You guys aren't at big bad level yet.
Wait, is this armor electronic looking like?
Nope, it looks like normal armor. The red eyes might be electronic, but as far as everything else, it just looks like riot gear with a visor, SWAT helmet, etc.
Alright, I just seen the full set modern armor and I'm like, blue thingy.
Night Beals. Right, and then you're doing Abu. It is clearly able to hear you guys. You've used your standard action to do it, and you're giving the benefits to Laurel, correct?
Yep.
Right, so when Laurel attacks, they're at -5 on their defense points. Or one of them. First one, the one up top or the one on bottom?
Oh, I have to pick one of them. I didn't
Yes, you
realize.
do.
I thought
Only
I
one
was just
target.
needed to pick.
Nope. Only one target.
The one on the bottom.
All right, guys, are we going into our first combat?
Yeah.
Or does anybody else have any other investigations, talkings, anything like that? Or any other setting themselves up before combat starts?
Would I be able to investigate more of the alleyway from where I'm standing?
No.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
Oh, Akila, get back.
I'll get back.
It's like, Akila, no.
Further, please. Thank you.
Like, right.
Little more.
All right, so everybody,
There we are.
click your icon And then roll initiative. It should be on the left side of your guys' main page of your sheets. Jeez.
Where's initiative?
So, yeah. So on the main page where there's like on the left side where like your attributes are, if you scroll down, you should see an initiative box. I believe it's under the defenses,
Oh, yeah?
and then click initiative.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then him. Him. And these guys will come in later, but we're just gonna get them prepped now. Okay. And we have to range. Then it was 14. And then we order by descending. All right, so the way this game works in combat, as far as initiative goes, it's just like D&D. Whoever's highest goes first. You do your things, moves on to the next guy. It's not like World of Darkness games where it's like you declare up, act down. It's not like Monster of the Week where I pick a random order of my own choosing. It's more like D&D in this aspect. Guy who's first is not here in this thing yet at all. This guy will take 1, 2, 3, 4, runs right up on Finn, because completely unaware of Yuki. And he is going to make an attack with the T-baton. Jesus!
Oh my god.
These dice like me.
I mean, it's plus 17.
Yeah. So, Finn. In your defenses, there is a dodge DC and a parry DC. What is your parry DC?
17.
Okay, so next you are going to roll your toughness, which is also in those defenses.
Mm-hmm. 6.
That's 4 degrees of failure, as that is 20 points below what the tough DC is. Fid's knocked out. Not dead. Fid is knocked out. One swing. And you'll notice the essence kind of like shoots through Fid as he hits him, and Fid hits the ground. Fid would have been next. Unless, Fid, you would like to expend some extra effort or a hero point.
I can't really put out too much more to not go down, right?
You can spend a hero point to do a reroll, I believe. There's all the handouts that describe the things that they do, but let's check.
Yeah, I thought it's only lowering it by 1 degree at most.
So improve roll if you spend a hero point. It's like reroll any die roll and take the better of the 2 rolls. On a result of 1 to 10 on the second roll, add 10 to the result. An 11 or higher remains as is.
That's not bad.
Alright, I'll use a hero point.
Okay. We are learning our new system, friends.
And that should be below my age and everything else, right? Or where is that kept at?
What the hero points?
Yes.
Directly above your DC boxes. There will be injuries and there will be hero points.
Oh. Yep. There we go.
And then roll your toughness again. Much better. So that is 1 degree of failure. You take 1 injury, and you are not knocked out right away. So on your injuries, just go up 1. And what injuries mean is from here on out, on future tough rolls, you will be subtracting whatever your total injuries are from your tough rolls.
Yep.
All right, so Vid, who is totally still standing and totally fine, as he uses the essences of the gods coursing through his veins, and fate says yes.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm just measuring here real quick. On that. You son of a bitch. God, if you didn't move, it would have been perfect, motherfucker.
Sorry.
How dare you? Is there a defensive move option like
There- There is. In fact, I believe you have improved defense in your
Yep.
advantages. So if you decide to just take a defensive action, and you're just holding the shield, just like, all right, try to fuck me up if you can. Until your next turn, it will give you a +5 to your dodge and to your parry.
It says a +2.
Okay, a +2. Hold on.
Unluckily.
It adds +2 to all his active and defenses on top of what he gains from defensive action. So that would be
Okay.
the 5.
Okay, that's what I would take. Just put my
Shield
shield
boy.
up. Take
Laurel.
defensive action.
Laurel?
Oh, me. Quick question.
Hmm?
Theory of Sekhmet, how does that work? Like, what's the area?
It's not an area. It's your. So you could. So for example,
It's
say
an area.
say you had like a bunch of dudes like surrounding you, like you can multi-attack in an arc to hit all the groups.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, if it's the single target, it would just be the dude that they have to be in melee range of you.
Okay,
And
so
they
I
have to
couldn't
be
get both
standing
of
in
these
kind of
people.
a circle or a semicircle.
Okay.
That is how the
Well,
area version of that works.
Okay. Then I am close to this dude on Fid, so I'm gonna move.
Protect team leader. That was out of character. That was out of. I see so many glares already. I'm sorry. I was joking. Mateo was joking.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna swing on him.
Yep, and then he rolled Desert Breath. $14. So, and versus. You do not hit.
Okay.
Okay, and that guy is not in this fight yet. Aquila.
It's not really much to do for me in character. I'm going to at least try to shuffle over to where I saw Yuki go. In darkness still. Like, I
Okay.
don't want to get involved.
You have no idea where Yuki's currently at, by the way. Like when she stepped into the shadows, she just disappeared.
Do I know the general direction she went in, though?
Nope.
Okay.
'Tis her powers. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you can move, and both of them will definitely still be in range should you decide to use the book.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It is.
Okay, hang on.
I am here to help you guys, as I made all of your sheets.
Okay, which dude? Let's go with the dude up near the parking space.
Okay.
So how do I use the... Is
so
it tome?
So in your skills, there should be a ranged attack, and tome should be one of them. On the right side of the main page.
Got it? Wait, do I? Hang on.
Let me look at your sheet to make sure I didn't fuck that up too. Semi-pro streamer. Yeah, Magic Blast. Magic Blast.
Yeah, okay.
That definitely fucking hits.
Yay! Okay.
All right. So on your sheet in the bottom right, there's like a note section that says tough DC for blah. What
For
is
magic?
the tough DC on Magic Blast?
18.
He takes no damage.
Dang it.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, that definitely hit. That's what that did. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Jolie.
I am sitting down and waiting this out.
Jolie parks it on a bench. She's like, ugh. Y'all let me know when you need me to talk something.
Question.
Yeah.
For treatment, how does that work?
So treatment is your general like first aid knowledge skill kind of thing. What you do is you get within like close range of someone and roll treatment, and you potentially heal injuries.
If it's the only one that got hurt so far?
So far,
How close do I have to be?
right up on. It's literally like you're on him, patching him up.
Okay, but like, how does that work in the middle of combat? Like, I can't just like be like, I know you're trying to swing this, but let me bandage your arm. Like,
It's literally like a military combat kind of deal. Like you're in there, is like da 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 da. Stop when he goes to swing. Da 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 da.
okay, I'll try.
Yes, you can heal in combat.
That's fine.
A for effort. Jolie's
no,
helping.
you cannot.
She can, and she did. All right. So then, this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And is going to take a swing on Laurel. Laurel, what is your parry DC?
16.
Okay. Then I need you to make me a tough roll. So that is going to be 2 degrees of failure. You take 1 injury,
Mm-hmm.
and until the end of your next turn, you are dazed. You can only take a standard action. Which, fortunately, you're right there in melee range of both of them. So, who needs to move anyway?
Okay.
And... Killian.
All right. Well, we already have the sword out, so we might as well just move up and I am going to stab this guy, but I have a question first.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've got a random ichor, and hero points are important. 6. Killian, get another hero point.
Perfect. Feed me more power.
Ichor is the resource, the economy resource of the game. It allows you to do really awesome stuff. For some people, it powers their super powerful powers. Everybody can use it to edit a scene, reroll dice, things of that nature.
So the question I had to start it off was, this guy sick at all? For those who need tending?
You are getting no life essence off of them at all.
It's like, stab. You know what? I've got 3 hero points. I'm gonna burn one of these to reroll.
Hell yeah.
That's better. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're stabbing top guy,
Yeah.
not a booed guy?
Nope. Because I don't get a benefit for stabbing him. Laurel
That's
does.
right, only Laurel does. That is just barely a miss.
Womp womp.
So that was
That's
your
all I
move,
got.
move in standard. Which takes us to the bottom. She who slinks through shadows. Yuki.
Okay, I'm assuming since it's a spear, I can throw it.
Yeah.
Okay. How far can I throw it?
You could throw it 70 feet.
Okay.
So 9 squares? No, that'd be 85. 8 times 5, 40. Jesus, 8 times 5, 40. So 8. 16 minus 2. 14. You can throw it 14 squares.
Hell yeah. I want to activate my shadow spear.
Okay.
Do I roll forward under the box of like my powers where it says shadow spear?
You can if you want to show off what the shadow spear what the spear becomes, which you should do because everybody's about to see it.
And then I can just roll my shadow spear?
Nope. Then you roll thrown
What
because
is
thrown
it?
is a different skill.
Okay. Where is that?
Should be down below ranged attacks.
Ah.
+20 plus the 3. Oh, it's so close to being a crit. You hit because the +3 of the shadow spear.
Yay.
Oh no! Why'd you click shadow spear?
I don't know. That was my bad.
It's all good. So, what is the toughness? The tough DC for shadow spear?
10.
That can't be right.
No? What is?
In the bottom corner in the notes section.
Wait a minute.
I was like, that's definitely wrong.
In the bottom.
Yeah, so scroll down on the main page. There should be a notes box where I have move speed and tough DCs.
Mm-hmm.
What's the tough DC for shadow spear?
24.
Thank you. 'Cause that's what I resist with my tough. All right. Range Reapers, still not in the fight. Abood guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not making bigger. Not making bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can hear him say into like some manner of earpiece, like, multiple Scion entities detected. Corner of blah blah. Retreating, pulling back to go secure primary target. Fid.
Is there not attack of opportunities in this?
There's not.
What happens to my spear after I throw it?
Deadly, you're muted.
Thank you. My headset died, so I had to go for normal computer so I can mute myself and I'm not talking. I'm moving up to the other guy that's still here at the moment.
Okay.
And I'm putting my shield forward and gazing into the demise. And I am going to use my shield for Gorgon Gaze.
Yes. All right. 30 cone 30, and I'm assuming you're not hitting Laurel with it.
Nope.
Just making sure. All right. So makes a fortitude save. Passes.
But Laurel is the only one that I am not targeting with. So.
So what?
Laurel is the one I'm not targeting with this.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just out of it.
Who is?
The second guy.
He should be in it.
5 is the guy in front of you. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is just outside of it.
Okay. I mean, typically the cone usually starts out, but if that's where it's going to start, it's going to start. So.
The cone's starting on you because it's a shield you're holding. Does that make sense?
I mean, if it's D&D sense, cone starts in front, but if it's with this, I'll go with it. Whatever.
I mean, I'm fine rolling for him.
No.
I would rather my players be happy. If it would help if I'd stop closing sheets. Boom, pop out. Okay. Laurel.
Yeah. I'm going to activate Sun Shield.
Oh no.
Yep.
All right. So Laurel activates Sun Shield. Laurel. Sun Shield. Why doesn't that? Boom. So Yuki, right away, your spear that's like kind of bounced off and was sitting on the ground. Oh, we lost someone.
Deadly.
Deadly again.
It's okay. He'll come back.
He always
Your
does.
spear was all shadowy and inky. It reverts back to normal form. As Laurel.
So it's over there on the ground?
Yep.
Okay.
As all of a sudden in the middle of this parking lot, it's like the sun is shining around Laurel.
And then I guess I'll swing on what's his face.
Hit him.
I'm trying.
I believe in you.
No.
Oh, there he goes again. Oh, he's back.
There he's back again. Hold on.
And he's gone again.
Okay, you could do extra effort to give a +2. You could spend a hero point to re-roll.
I'll just spend a hero point.
Yeah.
See what happens. This is gonna be worse, y'all. Just wait. Yep.
Nah, he's gone.
And he's gone again. He was not joking about the Wi-Fi of his hotel at all.
Hotel Wi-Fi is never good. Never. Not any of the ones I've been to, anyway.
All right.
And he's back.
And Aquila,
Yes.
you have a couple of options here. You could maybe use one of your advantages, which would
Yeah.
boost everybody's rolls.
I'll do that. Is that with my tone?
No,
Tune?
so if you go to your powers section of your sheet and click advantages, there should be one called Inspire.
Oh, yeah, that is a thing. Hold up. Sorry.
It's okay.
Inspire. Where is it? Looking for it. Why isn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay, got it.
Boom. All right. Oh, and a specific ichor to Laurel. So Laurel gain another hero point.
Thanks.
Right. And until
I'll help when you
Aquila's
get-
next turn, everybody has +2 on all their rolls. So keep that in mind when you make your rolls.
And I do take a hero point away, correct?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Done.
Jolie.
You did? You-
Dolly?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did Laurel get hit?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try to heal her.
+2. Laurel here heal 1 injury.
Thanks.
And oh god, that's right. I need to move that to the back. All right. And this guy calls out, "Get to primary target. I will slow them down." And takes a swing on, oh god, there's 3 of y'all. Right here. Powers Advantage Equipment. T-Baton does not have multi-attack. Cool. So, who's he gonna hit? From the top to the bottom. He is attempting to hit Fit, who's not here to defend himself, so we'll go with someone else. Laurel.
Yeah, I was already pulling it up.
Oh. Jesus.
He's got a +17, Matt.
Listen,
He's never going to be less than 17.
he's made with the same things. So, all right, so your tough roll,
Yeah.
and then you're going to add 6 to it.
Okay.
Because you have 4 from your sun shield and 2 from Aquila's inspiration. That's a crit.
Nice.
Not only do you completely not take any damage, but because of critical success, if you have an injury, go ahead and heal that. I don't know how many injuries you were up to.
Now I have none. Fucking satyr.
No, fucking somebody who randomly redeemed, and I just threw Satyr under the bus. Killian.
Because the move action can be used to like draw an item. I'm gonna pull up my shield finally,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna swing at this guy.
Yeah.
So it's this plus 2. Wow. I don't want to waste another
We
point.
don't
I
all
might
have
need
plus
it.
17s.
You do not have to use a point. You can use extra effort, which is a free thing. I think. Yeah, you'd spend extra effort to gain another standard action.
Oh. Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds nice. Not any better, but you know.
Little,
So
a little.
14. Okay. And Yuki. Spear is normal on the ground again.
Yep, I'm gonna go run over and get my spear.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Boom. And boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fit.
Yes, sir. What was the? I disconnected before I could hear anything come out of your mouth about anything happening. Did they pass? I'm assuming.
They passed, yes.
Okay.
One continues running. The other one called out. It's like, go to primary target. I will hold them back. And proceed to swing on Laurel.
Okay. What's the circle of light around us?
That is the sun emanating off of Laurel.
Do I feel anything from it? Is my question.
Nope.
Besides maybe warm.
Just warm sunshine. Happy, friendly sunshine.
Terrible time. Terrible time. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just try to beat him up, I guess.
Okay.
Give me a second here. I gotta pull up everything.
It's okay.
My audio. Everything crashed on me, so I was kind of just fucked for a second. There we go. Now I know I have a sword, but I don't see it. I only see Aegis for close combat.
I gave you a sword?
I thought so.
I remember only giving you the shield.
Alright.
Which
I
you
can shield bash
can
that,
can use as a melee weapon. Which is
Cool.
why it's in
That's what
unarmed
we use.
which is why it's in unarmed combat. Or close combat. 20 with the 2, you hit.
Alright.
Because that's another thing. Aquila currently has inspired all of you, which gives you a +2 on all your rolls.
Okay. Thank you. Trying to find the shield stuff there.
So on the main page, like where the stats and skills and everything is, in the bottom box there's something called Tough DC.
Yeah, I think it was 19. I can't scroll right now. It's being really laggy for me. I think it was 19 before.
I'll look at your sheet for you. I got you, friend. It
This
is
isn't
indeed
it
it
amazing?
is 19.
Awesome.
Tough. He takes a wound. Nice. So now that he has an injury, all of his tough rolls in the future will be -1 now. And those will continue to stack as you do them. Laurel!
Yeah.
That's a 17. Doesn't hit. That guy's not even going to be in this fight. Which brings us back to Aquila.
Okay, I'm gonna take another look at what I've got.
He should be at 2, not 1. I don't know why it went down.
My hero points?
No, the dude.
Oh, okay. If I use the... Is it Tomb or Tome?
Tome.
Okay, just making sure. If I use the Tome to cast magic again, is that going to potentially hurt somebody? Because they're all kind of in the way.
No. Unless you
Okay.
botch, no.
That is one hell of a risk I don't think Aquila would want to take. So... Can I... Might just end up being nothing. Hold up. Can I inspire again or no?
You can, but you have to spend another hero point to do it.
I think I'll do nothing this round.
No movement or anything?
Laurel told me to stay back and I'm not good at combat, so...
Okay.
Neither am I. It's cool.
Shush. Jolie?
Is anybody else look injured?
Fit is still hurt, I believe.
Yes, I still have 1 injury.
Actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go after that guy.
Yeah. Deadly, at some point I need to get up with you because when I change maps with the different icons, the icons disappear, like stuff that I have linked to them. I need your help because you were better at Roll20. Right,
Yep.
Jolie, you can make an athletics roll, and if you succeed, you can move again. I don't know how dedicated you are to chasing this guy. Pass. Take another 6. Which brings us back to this guy. He's gonna swing on, now that all of you are here again. Laurel!
Cool.
Beat up the sun.
Cool.
Roll tough. So that is...
I'm gonna need the dice to get this all out tonight, please.
Alright. So that is 11 minus 24 is 13. 3 degrees of failure. So take 1 injury again.
Yeah.
And you are now...
Is that the one I can't do anything this round?
Nope. So you are staggered. What that means is... So you, actually until the end of combat, because it's a different thing, you are dazed, meaning you can only take standard actions, so you only have 1 action, and your move speed is halved. So you can move 3 steps instead of 6. And if you get a if you get a 3 degrees of failure again, you're knocked out of the fight.
Sounds like a challenge.
Killian. With your life power, Laurel, she's not hurt, but that hit did something.
Neutralize the threat and then medicate. So I'll move behind him to kind of flank him in, and then
Gain a +2 bonus to your attack.
Oh boy. Sword. Fuck me, dice. There we go.
Hey.
Hit. And what was the tough DC on the sword?
20.
So he is -2. Soulless automaton, good. Yuki. Do you
Wait, before
I was muted.
Wait,
I was gonna say before end of my turn, can I use my free action real quick?
sure.
I'm just gonna look at Fid. Fid, they're not alive. That's it.
And okay, Yuki.
I'm gonna come up here.
All right. And I am going to. We'll jump to narration at this point as the four of you surround the one and just beat him up. Get him.
Somehow I still miss.
If that's what you want to have in the narration, I'm fine with it.
I'm 0 for 3.
Boom. And Jolie, are you going to run past this guy, or are you like following him as he seems to just ignore you?
Following him.
Okay. Then Jolie, we are going to start off with you as we exit the combat.
Yeah, I would be chasing after Jolie, who's chasing after this one person, by the way.
Yep, absolutely. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to give Jolie. I'm just giving Jolie a little bit of a head start as she got a head start.
Yep.
So Jolie, you follow this dude that kind of like just like appeared out of the ether in front of you and attacked you for a little bit before being like, I need to go assist with primary threat. You follow him into the alleyway. The alleyway runs along a parking garage and a solid brick building. And you can see 3 other of these dudes. One of them looks the same as the one you've been following. The other 2 look completely different. Their armor is less like bulky. It's more sleek. They have rifles that are shooting like blasts of energy as opposed to bullets. And in the middle of them it looks like a homeless old man. Like, not like old, not decrepit old, but like long hair. He's got a trench coat. You can occasionally hear like the rattling of chainmail as like he gets hit with a baton. And he's wielding a 2-handed sword. And he's like doing his best to fend him off. And he's actually doing really good against him, but he looks winded. He looks tired. Like, it's like he's fading to the pack of things attacking.
Do I recognize them at all?
You've never seen this man in your life.
Okay, I'm gonna yell. Just, what are you guys doing? Try to get their attention.
Like, and it's that when you bring it to the one that you've been following, like turns is like, it's like, halt! We are dealing with imminent threat to human life.
Does anybody else pay me attention?
Nope. The ones that are engaged in the combat are engaged in the combat.
Okay.
Unless you're trying to use a power.
I am.
What we using?
I am trying to use, specifically, you can watch just in order to get their attention.
Okay. Are you targeting the guys that look similar to the one that you know this didn't work on? Or are you trying for one of these new sleeky boys?
The new sleeky boys.
Hell yeah.
I'm really trying to like entrance them to get them away. Would they find me attractive?
No.
Okay.
Ow.
I just assumed not.
It's not an ow. There's a reason.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
There's a Jesus! Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Guys, I've mentioned before, they're soulless automatons. They don't understand attraction.
It's fine.
Obviously, all of you know Dolly is hot as shit, as is her character.
They would need to do either an insight or will check, as long as they're not also immune.
The sleek ones are not immune, as promised. And boom, boom. What's their insight? The same. Even with a natural 20, they're not beating your persuasion roll, so I'm not even going to bother.
Okay.
So one of them, boom, just like instantly like turns and was like, "Greetings, citizen.
Well, how do you do tonight?
I am doing great. We are winning in our strategy for defeating this enemy to human life.
And who is this enemy?
How is your night?" Well, thank you for the bits, because yes, Jolie is being hot.
Yep.
Well, it'd be much better if I knew what was happening right here.
Entity of Abrahamic origin skulks through this city. We at Project Reaper are here to dispose of threat to human life. I've been telling you fucking cunts, I'm not here to hurt people. Brings his sword, like shoves his sword through one of them, and then like just like cleaves out.
I'm gonna try to also get the attention of the other one.
The other sleek boy.
Yes.
Whoever this old man is, he's a lot more clever than he looks, because it seems like that one's distracted. A normal person would be like, "Oh, fuck up the one that's distracted." He's like, "Nope, leaving that one the fuck alone."
Mm-hmm.
Kill the ones that are attacking me. Jesus. I made a monster.
Do shit in fights, but this is literally all I can do.
Stop the fights. Or at least control the mobs. The other one's like, "It is true, citizen. This man is a dangerous threat."
How is he a dangerous threat?
Unknown.
So you don't know how? You're just assuming?
No, we were told.
By who?
Superiors.
What did they say? Just that he was a threat and you should go attacking this poor old man?
Affirmative. And it's at this point you guys can all run up the alley.
I'll drop my thing, by the way.
Okay. While you're running, would you put up another one to maybe heal everyone?
Is anybody hurt looking?
Good.
All right, fine.
So the bright light intensifies around her and then grows out, just to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about here. Deadly, you're about to lose your shit. Anything that stands within that massive rays of sun, you getting healed. If you have any negative effects like dazed, stunned, etc., those come off of you as well.
The thing didn't change, by the way.
Oh, so the...
Oh, did I not move the map? My bad. I am a pro streamer. I am definitely good at Roll20. 100%.
I was about to say.
100%. Don't mind me. I know what I'm doing. Listen, there is a reason why I've rarely done maps. I'm getting used to it still. Forgive me. I'm sorry. So yeah, any of you that are in this.
Okay.
I like...
Jolie has both of them busy, right?
Jolie has two that you haven't seen before. Detained. The two that have like the tonfas, the T-bars, are attacking an old man standing in the alleyway with a large like two-handed sword. The two-handed sword guy has like completely like cleaved one of them, and there's just like oil and robot bits like falling out of it as it lays there on the ground. And he's currently engaged one-on-one with another one.
Okay. How close am I?
You are currently running up on the scene. I will say you can join the fight if you want to.
I just want to be within 60 feet of all the robots.
Okay.
I am gonna just activate technological denial.
Does not work on them.
Does not work on them?
They are immune to effects that impact their technology.
Are they immune once they get chopped in half?
They're dead when they get chopped in half.
Yeah, but they're still mechanical, right?
Yes, they are still immune. It is intrinsic to their nature.
Okay.
Things for you to explore.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming you know what was the guy about to try to do.
No, I know what you were trying to do. It would have been great. Unfortunately, I put that on them. Because I couldn't give many powers to these things. Because they're robots. Right. So, Jolie has two that you haven't seen before in way less armor. Like talking, kind of. Like, they're very curt and brief with their responses. Very straight, very matter of fact. No passion or anything of that nature. Well, an old man is fighting one last one of these Tonfa guys.
Cool.
We are still in narration. I will allow you guys to do whatever you want.
I'll be going to look at one of the automatons that's on the ground and investigate it, but try to figure out what they're made of and other fun stuff of why they're immune to my powers.
Okay.
I mean, I'll go fight the one that's still fighting.
Oh, yeah. Killian.
Yeah.
Remember part 3 of your vision.
Yeah.
Okay. Yuki, what are you doing?
Right now I'm just chilling. Because I don't really, know much about what's going on yet.
There is so much shadow in this alleyway, though.
I'm definitely lurking in it.
You feel kind of at home. As much as you don't want it to feel like home.
Feel too comfortable in this darkness.
Aquila?
Aquila is trying to get a read on sort of who to side with in this situation. Because he does seem like an old man, but he is handling himself well, and the shadowy robot did say, it's a threat to humankind, so we're just kind of waiting and seeing right now.
Okay. And Jolie, you gonna keep talking with your new friends?
Just keeping them distracted.
Perfect.
Asking the most mundane, stupidest shit. I don't even know.
It's like, what do you think the best liquor is? Unknown. It's like, well, let me tell you what it is. Bartender. Model shoot. All right. And as the combat continues to play out, the last remaining automaton gets one really good strike in on the old man. Like, just straight, like, up across his jaw and an uppercut. Like, right as those who went to engage with it and the old man all, like, come together to, like, rip it in half with blows and sword and shield and whatever manner of destructive force you desire or are known to fight with. The old man, like, falls to the ground, dead. Just laying there. And his, like, final gasp, like, takes some staggered breaths as he just clutches his sword tighter to his chest. And the other two automatons that Jolie has been engaged with is like, threat neutralized. Looks at the Scion standing around. No other immediate threat present. Returning to HQ. Like, particles of light start shining over the fallen bodies, and they just kind of like disappear like they're teleported. Some of the parts and bits that have scattered out of their immediate vicinity are still loitering in the alleyway. And the two that Jolie's engaged with, kind of like with their guns close to their chest, like not in any kind of terrifying or attacking motion, and get teleported away as well, leaving you alone with the dead old man in the alley.
I'm gonna turn to Jolie. Did they say what organization they were with or what organization he was with?
Would they have told me what organization they're with?
That they are known as Reapers.
I would ask what a Reaper is. I don't know.
Project Reaper is a multinational government organization set forth to eliminate threats of deific nature to humankind.
I'd just relay that out.
Okay. I'm gonna go check the old man's pulse, just to make sure he's dead.
No pulse.
Can I investigate the old man and see if there's anything off about him aside from a double-handed sword?
He is wearing some chainmail underneath his trench coat. There are a few tattoos. Most of them seem to be in Latin. There are also a few tribal markings of Gaelic origin.
I'm gonna do the thing.
And along the sword, in the runes, is written, it's like, he who is blessed by the Lady of the Lake, he who has pulled the sword from the stone, shall know all manner of life on this earth.
King Arthur?
What?
The runes on this sword that the old man was wielding. This almost perfectly describes the fictional King Arthur.
Well, he's pretty dead now.
No, I don't think it's true.
Hey, King Arthur. Poke, poke.
Still dead.
Yep.
I'm going to reach into my satchel bag and kneel and begin to just pull stuff out.
I'm gonna pull my phone out and take a picture of this dead old man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna...
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to send it out to a couple of different Scion groups and see if anybody claims him.
Nobody claims him, but you get a text back from Lucas.
Okay.
It's like, get away from him right now. He's dangerous.
He's dead, darling.
And as you type, he's dead, darling, Cillian, as you're pulling out your stuff and you go to start, one of the hands leaves the sword and just like grabs your wrist, and his eyes slowly open. He's like, thank you, friend, but that won't be necessary. Like, slowly sits up. The wounds that are on his body are just like healing up right in front of you.
I sent a JK.
Get out. Get out. Please be safe if you don't.
I'll respond again. Who is this?
All caps. It's fucking King Arthur. That's who I was looking for when I was in New York.
Nice sword then, friend.
Oh, this old thing? Makes a gesture and like the sword just like disappears. Oh. Hello there.
Hi.
Friends, I hope. Or should I bring it back?
I do believe I helped you. Thank you very much, sir.
Right, but sorry, numbers haven't been quite to my advantage this evening, Sam Cam.
Laurel will, like, hold a hand out to, like, help him up if he wants.
He takes it. An honorable warrior. It's always nice to see that in these modern times.
Why they try to kill you?
I am a magical entity of great threat to normal mortal existence. I believe it's something they said as they tried to beat me down. And succeeded.
Just barely.
So, who are you then?
Dolly, you're muted. I see a lot of finger movement.
So, how are you back alive then?
Oh, fun thing they leave out of the little folk tales and stuff. This sword won't let me die.
So, what happens if the sword ends up somewhere else?
It comes back to me should I be slain. It is bound to my very soul. Thanks, God! Looks up at the
Hold
sky.
it. I just want to hold it.
Sure.
Which one?
Which god do you think?
Well, if you follow the ancient Catholic mythos, there's only one true God. Hands the sword to Laurel.
Of course. Just gonna check it out.
Of course, all of us know that to be complete poppycock. Hey?
So you said you weren't here to kill mortals. I heard you shout that. Who are you here to,
My friend? And I'll, like, put a hand on your shoulder. It's like, the only thing I'm interested in killing is a bottle of whiskey right about now.
Oh, I'm going to be your best friend, and I pull out the bottle of whiskey that Finn gave me earlier.
My man. May I? So noble
Keep it.
knight. He refers to you as a noble knight, as you are both sword and shield.
So, who are you?
Arthur.
King
Well-
Arthur, at that.
He will, like, start stumbling down the alley. He's like, sword! And Laurel, the sword in your hand, just, like, goes floating off towards him.
I'm gonna make a quick note off to the side in the corner of one of my pages to, when I get back to the library, move the King Arthur books from fiction to nonfiction.
Well, I suppose you helped kind of save my life. Technically, I can't die, but that doesn't mean you didn't help in some way. So, what can the king do for you? And we're gonna fade to black there.
Hey.
As that is all we had written for episode 1.
Just as a quick note, I would send a GPS ping over to Lucas.
Hell yeah. Alright, and that was session 1 of Scion.
Yay!
The setup of things to come. For those of you that have the whole eidetic memory and get way more pluses to your general knowledge, if you'd like to roll those real quick, I'll let you do so.
Thank you.
Cough, nerds, do your nerd stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so roll me your expertise. There should be an expertise general knowledge in your skills. Oh no!
That was terrible.
And Aquila?
Expertise.
Main page, right side where the skills are. There should be expertise, general knowledge.
Oh, okay, there it is.
The Abrahamic God, that pantheon, the pantheon of Abraham is, because it's the easiest way to relate, there is one true God. It's basic Christianity. There are angels, which operate kind of like Scions and Demi-Gods and things of that nature. But occasionally, there is a mortal that is blessed with true purpose from God. King Arthur has always been long rumored to potentially be one of those things hundreds of years ago. So, same thing we do with all of our games. It's prop time, friends. So John, or rather Luxor, player of Killian, not Cillian. I got actually a lot better at remembering Killian as we went on. Killian, who stood out to you? Who was awesome? Who made your roleplay experience great? From your fellow players.
Bat Sam.
So, Yuki, awesome.
Yeah.
For what?
Just the sheer angstiness of the early on in the session. Like, I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to get angry. Smack. Okay, now I'm kind of angry.
That took everything in me. Thank you.
All right, and Yuki, played by the Bat Sam.
Mine's gonna go to Dolly for the accent because it gets me every time she starts speaking.
Yeah, it does.
In a good way.
Yes, in a good way.
It's
just every time I'm just like...
Sam is so used to just Aliska default Dolly voice.
Exactly.
Fid, played by Deadly Ambitions.
I think just Jen and Artie together, acting as, kind of like a sibling kind of situation.
The dynamic
there.
Egyptian duo.
Mm-hmm. Felt good for that there.
Two sides.
Also the Raven. I'm giving props to the Raven.
Yeah, I'll take him.
He my friend. He my friend.
Laurel, played by D-Generation X.
I'm going to say Killian, without whom we would have no idea where the fuck we were going.
That's not true. You guys would have wandered around the parking lot and gotten that encounter.
Just some direction.
Killian just prevented
also,
Killian prevented an ambush.
Also, welcome.
Yes, new
Yay.
player, new friends.
Yes.
Jolie, portrayed by Dolly Cakes.
I'm also gonna give it to Killian, however, for something different. Because I think the highlight of my night was the crow just running off or flying off, and him just being like, I said I'm sorry.
Same. I loved that so much.
And
I said I was sorry.
I said sorry. Aquila, portrayed by Artie Dutu.
I would give it to... God, we just played and I'm forgetting names already. Okay. Everybody did a great job. I'm going to give it to Laurel, though, just because the accent caught me. When we first started and she started with her dialogue and we had talked the night before about, like, oh, how well do we know each other? And I was coming into the session like, all right. And as soon as she talked and I was getting a read on what her character actually was, I was like, oh my god. No, it's awesome. And your accent, I feel like, started to rub off on me for the first few times.
A little.
I want to be articulate, but I don't want to be so English.
You guys were amazing. I really love this group. Like, you guys are a solid A+, not just like mechanically, but also like as role players. You're some of like my favorite role players as well. No offense to anybody else who plays in the games. All of my players are awesome, but this group is just gonna gel like super good. I can already tell. And I look forward to you guys doing more #God stuff. As this was the intro episode, so we had our mandatory. There's some combat to kind of learn how combat works. Guys, thank you so much for playing. We will see you next week for episode 2 of Gaea's Fate, our Scion campaign. We will hopefully see you guys again in the future. And if I don't see you, I hope you have a fantastic and awesome weekend. And remember, as always, Daddy loves you.